was the one that talk about the ETC, the cities, the etc. One of ETC.
I think Paparano, they heard it from Confi now. That is where they heard it from. And that's what triggered it.
So nobody confit ETC.
And that's why that man, Prince, went on a live show to correct that you are reading this shit wrong. Go. You understand? The man came up to, I think I recorded itself. Let me see. Hold on. I think I recorded that particular show.
Confit reading something to the public, something with educational. Not because confit they cause people.
Because she was the first to bring it up.
Confit not in lock or not in lock bunny. So confit they read, confit we read. Oh my show.
I know your wife is a teacher now. You confit na teacher.
Confit na teacher. Now mad
people
your
wife.
No.
Now you will go ask now.
Confit she might tell me.
Now your wife will ask anything about confit from you now.
Lori happy. I will tell you that I told you guys. Are you confit my bad Jesse? Lori Connie is that why? As most men, I just time now. The time they come. Other is shenanigans what they do. And I go see and say, go my big wale. Liars can't go far. They can't go far. I've been on my truth. I will always continue. They will run away. All of them. Anyway, before Shulake comes, so Whisper, on the basis of the petition, Prime Boy, whether being a suspect or being a witness, these are my grounds. One, Prime Boy has always been made a suspect by the police. We don't know what they saw to make him a suspect, right? And if you check the one, me Papariano, I have always been saying that because me, believe me, right, my judgment, my instinct doesn't lie to me, right? Maybe it may lie to me for the first time about Prime Boy, but ever from beginning. In fact, I stopped mentioning Prime Boy because of majority of you, because of you guys are too emotional. You don't like it. A lot of you will say, Papa, no, Mohbad died in the house, right? And this wrong narrative is being spread by these so-called Baba people and vengeance and whatever, right? This is not so. Please stop. Stop. You all know that this was two private Prado Jeep. The first Prado Jeep came. The first Prado Jeep was in the front. They came late. The other one had already gone. What if somebody attacked these people on the way? What if something happened and they drive him home in such a way that they have to cover the whole secret? We can't tell. We have to assume otherwise. What if something happened in the show? What if in the house people are saying people would have come and tell us there's nobody that does. Nobody will tell you. Nobody will even know something like that is happening. There's a way you will manhandle somebody. In fact, the person who is somewhere may not even know, because it's a planned attack. A planned attack is just to try to get at the person in a smart way. All these different narratives we are hearing, it calls for suspicion. Somebody say Ogun ló fi gbá, pé wọ́n na wọ́n fògùn gbá. Somebody say, but look at the way Mohbad is behaving. Say somebody to some time will not want to buy him. If truly that Mohbad was boasting on Prime Boy, she was not basuni. You go and hear the kind of thing Mohbad was saying to Prime Boy. Tell me, boy, I think about looking going to feedback in such a manner. Now. She understand? Like these people, their stories are all complicated. Oh God, you see, sometimes you cannot win the masses. The fact that a lot of people right now they saying, "Oh, Prime Boy, kò sí inú ilé yẹn, inú ilé ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀." Kí ta ló sọ fún pé inú ilé ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣé ẹ wà ń bẹ̀ ni? Nǹkan tó sọ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé, ẹ máa gbọ́ o. Wọ́n ní nurse. Òun ló pa Mohbad nínú ilé. Ṣé tẹ́ bá sọ pé inú ilé, a jẹ́ pé ẹ believe pé nurse ló ṣe. Torí the reason tó fi sọ pé nulẹ̀ ló ṣe so that ọmọ ajẹ́kí or narrative of nurse yẹn kò make sense. Can't you guys think? Let me tell you something, right? Can't you go down Mohbad lọ́nà, right? Can't you go down Mohbad was killed outside on the bridge. Let's say something like that happened. Okay? Believe me, none of them will ever come and tell you that on the bridge ló kú sí, because you will suspect them. Then you'll be able to say, yeah, Talopa, Talowa, then you'll be able to catch them. But they are looking for the best way to put it on somebody. So they have to look for a script, a good lie. Then they will say, oh, she show. So, no, see what in the next 2 days, or treat and understand, to make sense to them. They were just looking for anything that makes sense. In a criminal case, people don't conclude. And conclude. All the persons in this case don't mention Rukonwo. Emma exonerate anybody. Call for police to investigate them. I want to put any strong evidence against. Yes, like women now, right? Women, people should drag women them on because women is the closest to Mohbad. She has to give a good comprehension of what happened to Mohbad. That one, I support that one. On the side of Prime Boy too, he has shown some suspicion. Prime Boy, why were you covering women? Before they declare you wanted, why were you covering women? What exists between you and women? You said your passport was in your bag. Where were you going to? Don't you know where you were going to before you carry your bag? And why do you have to leave Ikorodu that night to go back to Island? Ṣé o ń sá fún èèyàn kan ni? Ṣé o ní nǹkan kan tó ti ṣe ni? Ṣé o ṣe kankan tó ń sá ni? And with your passport, any plants, it's like, because nobody see human being plan, right? Human being propose, God dispose. The way they plan this their Mohbad stuff, believe me, that's where everybody became confused. It went out of hands. These are one of the different killings that has happened that God just managed to expose this one somewhere. They could have done it and get away with it. For the fact that story knows is not making sense, let nobody conclude that Nahas Mohbad by put. It can also be that there was a fight at home. That just assume that it can also be, but don't just conclude that, hey, this is what actually happened. Because look at the driver now. What to make driver say they suspicious? Even when driver to talk, driver say somebody can call him on Tuesday, say make him go report. That is suspicious now. The way this driver too they talk, it's like they give narrative. The driver too is suspicious. It's not saying it the way it's supposed to be. 3 people came to knock on the glass of your door, and driver said he witnessed when Prime Boy punched Mohbad. Sorry, when Mohbad punched Prime Boy, and then Prime Boy no punch back. What are they all covering? And driver, what is the cover? You say you watch when they punch. Okay, driver, if they tell you now that injury now kill Mohbad, you go believe. And you see, God, thunder go fire you for anywhere we say you did.
Paprano.
See, now don't let people go investigate this case, investigate them.
Paprano,
everybody.
Paprano, quick
Susie
question, yeah.
They did everything.
Can I quickly run?
God.
Paparano,
What make Susie and Supreme even take over this case? Why? Why?
Paparano,
Because
remember,
they would have made sure they would have go.
Paparano, hold on. Remember Prime Boy statement, yeah? When they were asking him questions, yeah? He said that day that they were going to the show from Lekki, he was in Lekki already. He had to go and meet Mohbad, but Mohbad called him, according to him. And he said that next day is his brother's birthday, and they wanted to use his apartment in Lekki. And he told Mohbad, and Mohbad now said after the show that they will all go together to the birthday, right? So if they're already waiting in Lekki to have a birthday, according to him, what he said, I'm trying to answer your question with what he said, that how come you left your bag in Mohbad's house? Why not that apartment that you guys wanted to do party? Or is it because you have not gotten the apartment yet for the party, the venue, right? So it was in Mohbad's house. If they're friends, if he sleeps there, he might leave his bag there. He can do that. It's like me coming to the sniper's
Valid.
apartment now, and I have my bag. I have my changing bag or whatever I want to put there. Again, what's his passport
No, no,
doing
no,
there?
no,
It's
no, no.
another
He didn't
question.
know. He went to the sea. The suspicious thing here is this, right? That bag that he brought, that bag, he took the bag to Mubad house, took the bag to the show. That
No, I
bag
think
went
the
Bag
back to
bag
was
the
in
was
show.
the
in,
car in the
the bag
Prado.
was in the car. Was in the
Was in
It
the
car.
was in
The
the
bag
Prado.
car.
was in the
And why
car.
not drop it off at Mubad house? Why was that same bag still in the Prado Jeep? What's in
Well,
inside the bag?
if they fought, he was meant to go back to the house with them, right? And because of the fight, he didn't go with them, and
You
probably
are not
because
getting
the
my
way
point.
they
Look at my
took
point
him.
here. Lagata, look at my point here. I said when he came to Mubad house, he came with the bag, right?
Yes.
Right? Why not drop the
Yeah.
bag from Mubad house? Why still carry the bag?
It,
Why
it's
still carry and go put
it's
inside Prado?
a bag. It's a bag now. You can take your bag to show now.
It's a
Papayano.
portable bag. It's a
Papa
Yes,
portable bag.
now. Yes,
Lagata
now.
is not getting it. I think there is something in that bag. To me, every one of them is a suspect.
We agree that we don't know what's in the bag. I said his passport and his whatever. You understand? So if his passport is there, he might not want to leave the passport at home, knowing that when you
Good,
go to artist house, you're
good
gonna have
afternoon, Lagata,
when you
everyone.
go to artist house, you're gonna have your bag and stuff. People are there. Different people will be there,
Yeah, I
right?
know.
So
Lagata, I get what you mean. I know a passport is
I'm not
something
taking
that.
anyone's side though.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just
Nobody is
talking
taking
based on
anyone's side. You
based on
understand?
what I heard.
Yeah, yeah,
What I heard
I
him
go what
saying.
you mean. Passport
Uh-huh.
is something that if he know that passport is very, very, very precious to him, the passport should be on his pocket, not in the bag, on a Prado, when you know you're not the only one in the car, So your passport should be on your pocket. So what is in the bag that you have to get
You
it
can't,
in
my
that
sister,
night?
my
Yeah.
sister, you can put your passport in your bag if I have 3 4 people in the car. I know that I have 4 people there. You understand? You can
Yeah.
put only you can put your bag there. You can drink and put your passport in your pocket, and you can misplace it or not. But if it's in the bag with other things and it's zip up,
Lagata,
you
But do you know
Lagata,
that Lagata, let
Lagata.
me sorry,
yeah.
Lagata, do
I
you know
get
what?
one.
When he know that okay, this thing have turned into something else, the first thing he could have think of, my bag is in the car. Let me get my bag and get
My
out.
sister, you are talking like that now
You
because you are
understand?
not. You are talking like that now because you know why?
Yeah.
Because it has happened already, and we are now talking after math. Here you
Yeah,
get.
I know.
Lagata, wait. I want to
Uh,
ask one stupid
eh,
question. It might sound stupid, but then a question is a question, right? I was wondering why didn't they ask that driver, despite what he witnessed in the car that day, as per the fight or whatever, when he found out that Mobad was dead, was he surprised that ìjà kékeré yìí tó wá lè lead
he
to,
said
or
it
he
now.
wasn't
He said
surprised?
it. He said it in the interview with Very Dark Man.
So
He
what did he
said
say?
that there's no way that injury will buy Mohbad. He was surprised. We say Prime Boy did not even eat the guy. That
No, 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 no.
he
I'm not
was
talking
saying
about
things
the
online.
fight with Prime, but I'm talking about the
I'm
one.
Which
saying
part?
what he was saying.
Wait,
What
wait,
Which
he
wait,
part?
was
wait. I'm
saying.
talking about the one you saw as per me and Mobad on their way back home. That when you found out the next day, because remember he said that he
You don't
told
hear what?
Mobad.
Did you hear what the guy said? The guy said the way Wumi was arguing with Mohbad, that if say Mohbad was a quiet guy, say if it was him, you don't beat that woman anyhow.
Which take me to the question now, but wàá find out pé Mohbad ti kú. Ṣé wàá
Oh
feel
no,
pé ìjà yẹn tóun àtìyàwó ẹ̀ jà yẹn ó continue nínú ilé because of the way he left them?
I
Ike
I
so
don't think anyone asked him that
that is what I'm
question.
asking. That is the question they should have asked him. Okay, when you found out that the ìjà you witnessed, that you saw both
But
of them arguing and all of that.
the way the driver was saying, yeah,
Hmm.
he was tweeting towards the fact that the way the lady was arguing with Mohbad, say it was very toxic. That they were saying Yoruba and did not understand most of the Yoruba they are saying. But all he knows that with the action, the way she was talking, you understand that it was so terrible. So he was trying to express the fact that he did not hear the Yoruba, that they were saying that Yoruba, but he was just hearing bit by bit. You understand? So he was trying to
Lagata,
tweet to that question you asked, to be
See, when
honest.
soldier
Whisper,
has
please
word of
allow me say one or two things,
consent.
please. Richie, please, 1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah.
I think it's over a year now, maybe 1 year ago now, or maybe up to a year now. On Papayano's platform, I gave a submission that I think it was 2 months before Mohbad's death. that this situation happened in front of me. I was there. It was at Allen Avenue. Everybody that had this story could hear now. There is this Hausa guy that used juju to knock one Agbero guy. The Agbero guy, I know him well. And then the guy left nothing happened though. The guy left. The guy died that night. He died, all the blockers, they swear like this. The guy died. And I put this story to make a reminder that on the day they were burying Mohbad, I was streaming live. And what I was hearing that day was, Kini kan lo gba lóògùn, Kini kan lo gba lóògùn. Don't forget, I have a story that can augur with that just 2 months ago. The demo, I was like, so how people you going to bury, want to buy lóògùn, want to buy underground private. And ever since then, me have not been able to exonerate Prime. And like a week now or 2 weeks ago now, I've been seeing that. I think they raised his name again. And people are saying, yeah, Clayton raised Oluko. I just want to ask you guys a question. They are talking about justice for Mohbad. How did Mohbad buy? There is no way that history book could talk and it will not mention Prime Boy. Because that's the origin. I might not be saying this rightly, but I just want us to open our mind that they know they find how juju take keep person. Autopsy no go show am. You guys should just open your minds. Autopsy no they show how juju kpai person. The person no go get mark. I submit at this point.
Hello, Pra. Look, let us. We are just obviously when you are trying to.
Just short one. Yes,
Yeah.
some just came to my mind right now that all those names that you see that keep repeating, that keep coming up in this case, do not underestimate it. There's something spiritual about it. Why those names is somebody is controlling the pen of an individual. That Anuruko is a word of his sin. It cannot be complicated. Otherwise, I'm telling you, it's just knocking on my head. Anyway, just continue.
No, Papi, you know
That's
what?
spirituality for me.
No. Of course, I believe there is spiritual, right?
And don't tell Kogon could tell Mobo Shefisi.
Come on, boy, Fisi.
That's where
Wait, Paprano and Lagata.
I want to ask
Paprano and Lagata. Hold on, Lagata, please. Paprano and Lagata, you guys are still not helping my brain. But what I need is, I want, what side should the public be on?
Okay.
That is what is messing up my brain.
Before we pick your brain, let me quickly put something through Paparano. Paparano, at the beginning of this case, do you understand what narrative these people are trying to push out for us, for the public? And you said something earlier. You said that none of them was expecting what happened because they didn't believe Mohbad's body would be exhumed. They thought everything has been done and dusted. So they didn't know that body is because that body was exhumed. That was why it now come out to be like this. So it's not like you're feeling a puzzle, right? And there is one thing that needs to connect the puzzle is missing. There's no way we are just going to be going round and round and merry-go-round. So now, look at the narrative they were pushing when this case started. Now, look at who was arrested. Why were they arrested? Why were they kept? They were arrested because of the narrative. And they were kept in there for a reason. So now, it now makes me feel like, okay, how come these people too were bailed? And under whatever constitution or whatever, every citizen is entitled to bail now, Abi. But with this case, this particular case, check how the narrative started. And that's where we make us to understand that it does not make sense. Now, firstly, it was ear infection. They don't kill him. Industry God. So many things killed Mohbad, according to them. So the narrative was not clear. It was later we now heard that Prime Boy fought with Mohbad. That story did not come with the first initial stage. It was later it came that Prime Boy fought Mohbad at the show. Why can't that be said when Wumi was typing that message? That update was updating.
Lagata, I disagree.
Disagree
I
what?
disagree with you. I
What do you
disagree with
disagree?
you.
Which one do
The
you
day they were
disagree?
burying Mohbad is the
I'm
day
not
me I
talking
know
about the day
Mohbad.
they were burying Mohbad. I'm talking about when Mohbad died, when they announced Mohbad dead.
When they announced that
So why
Mohbad
are you
was dead,
taking
they
us?
didn't.
You don't take us to when Mohbad was buried. We are talking about when they announced Mohbad that Mohbad is dead from
He was
Wumi.
buried the second day. Lagata.
I'm talking about the
These
day now.
situations are interwoven. They come
I'm
together.
talking about the moment.
Okay.
I'm talking about it. No, they can't come together. They are different time and different day of events. I'm talking about when the update was coming, when she was typing, when she was updating her status. I'm talking about that. That should have been, hey, Aradubo, Prime Boy fought with my husband. Oh. That could have, there's a message saying, don't come home yet. Don't come now. It's not a good time. Come on. They are sending us a narrative there. All these things were
Then we
not
are going
clear.
to say, then what if we say that Wumi is protecting Prime Boy and Prime Boy is protecting Wumi? Because we've seen Prime Boy protecting Wumi
Thank
to this stage.
you, thank you,
Papa,
Sarichi and
Papa,
Mickey.
pa,
Ṣẹ̀gbọ́n ìṣòro
Papa
tí kò tí mo
Yano,
sọ fún yín lánàá. See,
Papa Yano,
Lagata, let me tell you something.
what you just said, yeah, 110%. And not only
No, all
Prime Boy,
these things are
Lagata, Lagata.
even spending and lifestyle.
pointing to the same
There's
thing. That all
something
these are
they are
not
all covering.
all those people. They are working together.
They are all covering.
Pointing
There's
to the
something they
same
are all
thing.
covering.
Lagata, see, I think there is somebody on Justice for Mohbad that is connecting the two parties together.
I'm
And
telling
that
you,
person
bro.
is telling Wunmi and Prime
Both
Boy, tí
sides.
wo ò bá sọ̀rọ̀, we will take you out, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Tí wo náà bá, tí there is somebody.
The sniper, look, I second what you're saying. I'm seconding it. You know why? Because it does not make sense. And these people, look at them. If you see the way they are proud, they are saying, nothing we on our feet do. We don't escape this one. What are you escaping? These guys they are so, as in, I just look at them when they are looking to their show, like,
So, Lagata, if you see it that way, why are we then upset that Sanshito and Baba are trying to put Prime Boy back into this case? If we sense that there are some
I'm not,
people connecting them, because all I see is some people are saying,
I'm
Baba,
not, I just, the sniper, at this moment in
Ọlọ́run tó
time,
bá
yeah,
yẹ pa gbé wọn
at
million
this
dé
moment in
dé
time,
géèmù ìjọ yẹn, mo máa jẹ́ 1 million babalánú ayọ̀.
I only trust myself, right? Bro, if you
Which
know how
one
many
again?
shit is going on behind closed door with these people, you understand? It's frustrating. Trust me, bro. You will not believe
For
what is
the
going
pen
on.
of a son to be mistakenly adding a name,
Son,
it
it was
just intervention.
39
For the
years of
bylaw of a son to
The son
mistakenly
no
add the
make
name and you say
mistake.
make
The
you
son
say
no
make
make
I authenticate
mistake.
that name. Ah,
Can I ask a
Kì í
question?
ṣe mistake
I
nìyẹn.
have two questions. I want to ask. Me, I know Vexo. So, I commented here that sometimes when people want to cover up lapses, they will look for the weaker vessels to put the blame on. Now, I'm not saying Prime Boy is innocent or is not innocent. For me, the Baba is not seeking justice going outside the house. He should have petitioned everybody inside the house. My question is this: why was it on the day of Mohbad's funeral, when they laid Mohbad into the grave, someone was shouting, Emma, rest ilé. Don't rest on the casket. Don't rest on the casket. Emma, rest ilé. The moment the casket entered into the ground, safe and sound, the guy shouted, no evidence, no evidence. Now, if somebody is saying no evidence, I asked the question from this woman's camp that, if you say it's not that injected more, will injection that was served inside his body show an evidence? No, it would never. So what did they bury that boy with? Was it with an injury that is severe? Now, I go back to Adura's testimony at the inquest. He said in page, I think 412 or so, that 416 or 4 something, no, 317 or so, where he said, when I got to the room, I saw that there was a fight. When he got to Mohbad's room, this was after the show, he saw that there was a fight in their room. Me, I'm not going foul. If I'm looking
Said
for
quarrel. A fight like quarrel, not physical, please.
no. When it is quarrel, now you go to a place, you can never see quarrel. He said, when I got there, they asked him, did you see the fight? Did you see the quarrel? He said, no. So how did you know that there was a quarrel? He now said that when I got there, I saw there was a fight. He responded with a fight in CTC. Now, when
Tell me the page. I have the CTC. Tell me the page, please, if you remember.
check page 317 first of all. Let me check my
Page
phone.
317. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna bring
When
it
the
up.
lawyer asked him that I think it should be page 317. When the lawyer was asking him that, were you there? He said no. So how did you know that there was a quarrel?
Say we want told.
No. Please don't misquote. No. He said when he got to his brother's room, when he got there, he said he saw his brother and his sister, wife, that he saw that there was a fight in the room. Prime Boy didn't go to the house with them. Prime Boy never went back. So he testified it in inquest that he saw that there was a fight. And I said something, if you and I argue and somebody comes in, we finish arguing after a while, someone comes in, would the person see that there was a quarrel? I mean, there was an argument? No. But if there's a fight, things will be scattered. Is either one person is bleeding, or one person is injured, or one person has a swollen face, or the chair is torn, or something, room can be scattered. Then you can state that you saw that there was a fight. So me looking at it with what he has said, this same guy, what's that his name, Mario Kart, he posted and he pulled down his post when he was going back and forth with what's this guy's name, with VDM. He posted, and on his post it was second evidence he mentioned. He said that he said there is an evidence leading to how Mohbad fell. When Mohbad fell, he didn't wake up, he didn't stand up again. He couldn't get up again.
Should I read the CTC?
Yes, please. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
You've seen it? Okay, please go ahead. Thank you.
Question: the phone was with the DJ and you later brought it to him on the next day. Answer: yes. Question: you made mention of the fact that there was a quarrel later on. How were you able to notice there was a quarrel? Were you there? Answer: I was not there. Question: how did you know? Answer: when I got there, I saw there was a fight. Question: how was your attention called? Was there shout or noise or argument? No. Go on.
He said when he got there, he saw there was a fight.
Yeah.
My pinpoint, the fact that I said he saw there was a fight. Now, Julie Holmes, I can answer you. And I answered you. I said, did he meet Mo alive? Seeing that there was a fight, it's either you meet the person alive or not. Did they ask him the question? What was your brother's situation when you got there? How was he reacting? How were they in the room? Now, the same Adura's testimony on YouTube, he still contradicted themselves that on Tuesday morning, at about Otin Sumoson, it was approaching afternoon when the nurse came. Meaning, he didn't say Osoni Noswa on his YouTube. He stated they had to move more. They had to move more. That they had to move in. You don't move somebody who is alive and sane like you claim that the person was okay. Me, I still feel it happened in that house. Now, on Monday, this is where I'm going with.
Wait, Naimoli, wait.
Naimoli,
This fight that you're talking about. Wait, this fight that you're talking about.
Let me read for you let me read for you something here. Page 317. The question. The phone was with the DJ and you later brought it to him on the next day. Yes. Now, you made mention of the fact that there was a quarrel
Yeah.
later on. how were you able to notice there was a quarrel? Were you there? I was not there. Don't forget to the quarrel is what they're talking about. I was not there. How did you know? When I got there, I saw there was a fight. So the quarrel is what is regarding to us fight. That is, how did you know there was a quarrel? It was when he got there that he saw the quarrel. Do you agree? Or should I take it back?
No, I'm fine with it. Now, what
Yeah,
are
it
the
could be. Yeah,
synonyms
it could
of
be either
quarrel?
way. It is ambiguous. It could be either way. But again, like it is up to him for for clarification.
Yes. But you said
Yeah.
fight. Now, if you look at it, quarrel, there's synonyms.
Mm.
Under synonyms, quarrel is fight.
But now we have to find out, was he speaking
Wait,
Yoruba or
wait,
English? That's another
Paparano,
thing.
Paparano, we're still missing something. Hold on, guys. Now, this part that you read, don't forget they extracted this part from his previous statement. And when you go further down, you can see in page 318, it was as if he was referring to the fight with Prime Boy.
Sorry, that's
No,
what
no,
I
no,
want
no,
to
no,
say.
No,
no,
wait,
no.
hold on, Naimoli,
No,
hold on. This 317, they extracted it from his previous, so they were taking out.
I'm on 286. I'm on 286. Should I read 286?
Yes,
Yeah,
please,
Or where's the
then
read?
go to 318 after. Then go to 318 after.
I'm coming there. Yeah, I'm coming there. So all of you stayed at that very day. All of you so all of you stayed at that very day. Yes. Were you privileged to see him again, probably in the evening or the night? I did not see him after then. That is Monday. Okay. Let me take it. Let me come a little bit back behind. So say this is where people say that by 12 a.m. they did not see Mohbad on Monday.
Yeah.
So let me try to bring up that place. Said that very Monday when you went to meet him, did you notice blood on the bed sheets? Let me go a little bit behind again from page 284. So okay, oh my god, this thing is so interesting from this side. Let me take it back maybe to 282 or 83. Yes, so I saw him in the afternoon. Okay, no. Go again to 280. Let me do from 280 so we can have a lot of information. Yes, so no. This thing just sweet for this place. Make I go back to 278. So all right, on the 10th of September 2023, I'm reading from page 279. On the 10th of September 2023, after that show, you guys moved to your house in Lekki. There was an allegation, and you are in the best position to clear this issue. There was an allegation that Mohbad and his wife engaged in a fight over the issue of traveling to Canada or not traveling to Canada. I do not know about that. Adua respond. And you stay in that house? Adua respond, yes. You guys should circle that place first. We are coming back. And you are not aware? No. What incident led to the invitation of the nurse? Adra respond. Mohbad was the one that said she should come, that he needed a nurse. What prompted him to invite a nurse? He had an injury on his hand, and that was why we called the nurse. How many injuries was on his body? Just one. Where was the location of that injury? Demonstrated on his hand, and it was very deep. No, a small cut. Now, did you notice? I'm on page 218. Did you notice he had injury on his tummy? No. That looked like a stab. Did you notice that? No. Did you notice a deep out in his Did you
A deep
notice
cut.
a deep cut? Yeah, I mean the printing here. Do you notice a deep cut in his hand? Did you notice a deep cut in his hand? Yes. You have talked about minor cut. It was that minor cut that made Mohbad request for a nurse, according to you. Yes. You said apart from that cut, there was no injury on his body. No.
because there was an allegation that he had a deep cut in his tummy. No. But when your father was invited and he got to your house in Lekki, he saw a cloth soaked with blood, and the bed sheet also was soaked with blood. That's your father. Is that true? There was there was blood on the cloth, but it did not soak. It was the blood that bled from his hand that stained the bed sheet. It was that small, that minor cut that stained the bed sheet and other clothes apart from the bed sheet. It was only the bed sheet that was stained. No other cloth was stained apart from the bed sheet. Yes. When the nurse administered the drip, were you there? I was not there. Tell this court, those that were there when that drug was administered on him. Bami, DJ Bami and CY and Wumi. But the wife said she was not there. She said she was cooking at the kitchen. Yes, she was cooking. She kept going upstairs and downstairs. She was there. Yes, she was there. Yes, she was there. Do you have an idea of what the nurse was to treat? I think she gave him tetanus injection. So the nurse was to administer the tetanus injection because of that minor cut. After that injection, he started vomiting and he vomited indomie. Yes, that indomie was cooked by his wife. I was the one that cooked the indomie. Did you eat part of the indomie? Yes, and his wife also. And nothing happened to them. Now, when all this Adura, this indomie that is meant for that you, Wumi and Mubad, that is meant for three of you like this is questionable. Why not other people? Now, when page 282. Now, when all these events that started on the 10th of September, did you call your dad? No. What? There must be something suspicious. There must be something suspicious. That Adura himself couldn't call his dad. We all are condemning Wumi couldn't call the father. How about Adura too? This is conspiracy. I no go gree. I don't like this line. On the 11th September, that should be on Monday. Can you tell us what happened? You did not go out, and all of you were at home, and Mubad was feeling fine. Adura responded, he didn't come out that Monday. He was in his room throughout on Monday. Good. He was in his room. Was he complaining? It was his wife that said we should call the nurse. I thought you guys said Mubad called the nurse. Wow. I would love to be a lawyer to rope these guys here. Give me this line. I don't finish this voice. I love what I'm saying here, but anyway, these lawyers, they didn't press too much further. Why Sanshi to not carry these boys then go police station now? Make the petition only Adura. Go. See better. See food wise, I be trouble. I be pin people down. You were first in a Mubad now call nurse. You say Mubad no come up from your house, from your room throughout. Now the wife now they come. Anyway, let's continue. I hope I'm not boring you guys. I just want you guys to get some information so that you can.
Yeah, I'm enjoying you, bro. Continue, yes. Continue.
On the 11th of September, that should be on Monday. Can you tell us what happened? You did not go out, and all of you were at home, and Mubad was feeling fine. He didn't come out that Monday. He was in his room throughout on Monday. He was in his room. Was he complaining? It was his wife that said we should call the nurse. The nurse came on Monday, Tuesday. Let's talk about Monday. On Monday, he was at home. Yes. You two were around. Yes, I was around. On that Monday, did you notice anything? Did you notice whether there was an argument or a shout? Yes, they argued. Underline that place. Did you notice that there was a shout? There was an argument? Yes, they argued. Believe me, this argument, I'm now more convinced that it seems there's there's no way I'll be reading this right that you guys will not be convinced that there was a fight. Do you understand? Let's continue. On that Monday, did you notice anything? Did you notice whether there was an argument or a shout? This is a technical question. And he said, yes, they argued. Because for you to be noticing, for you to be knowing, like there have to be something very concerning. It's something of a high magnitude. You know that was going on. Now, another question. That was on Monday? A question. Do you know what they were arguing on? Do you have an idea? No. At what point? How? You had an argument, but don't know what they were arguing about. Anyway, at what point did that argument stop? I do not know the exact time, but it was on that Monday. I do not know the exact time, but it was on that Monday. You don't know when the argument stopped. And you are in that house, but on that Monday the argument stopped. I do not know the exact time, but it was on that Monday. You don't know the reason for the argument or when the argument stopped, but there was an argument between husband and wife. Yes. All through the Monday, you guys were at home. You did not go anywhere. We did not go out. Were you able to see Mohbad on Monday? Did you see? Yes. Around what time did you see him? I saw him in the afternoon. Around what time was the argument between the two of them? In the morning, like. Somebody will see for afternoon. It means you must have seen them arguing in the morning now. I be guys that they whether they from here. My number one suspect don't shift to Adura. Guys, from what I'm reading, is your suspect not shifting to Adura right now? If I continue heavy.
Shifting definitely to Adura. Me, I've been talking about it long time.
More like Adura.
Let's continue.
Definitely.
Let's continue. Because me, I won't go buy oranges, but make I read this one. I go live and I'm not gonna analyze. I'm still on 283. I saw him in the afternoon. Around what time was the argument between the two of them? In the morning, like. So you saw him 12 p.m. How was his health when you saw him on Monday? How was he looking? He was not really looking fine from the way I was seeing him. And he told us to call the nurse. But you told us earlier it was Wumi that was coming out. It was Wumi that said you should call the nurse. The Mohbad did not come out at all. Anyway, let's continue. He was not really looking fine on Monday at that 12 p.m. You saw him and he told you to call the nurse. Did you take time to look at the injury on the tent? Was there a bandage? He wore cloth when you saw him on Monday. He didn't wear clothes. But he was wearing boxers. Wow. The same way we saw him in the car. Good boy, bro. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. He was not really looking fine from the way I was seeing him, and he told us to call the nurse. He was not really looking fine on Monday at that 12 p.m. You saw him and he told you to call the nurse? Yes. Page 284. Did you take time to look at the injury on the tent? Was there a bandage? He wore clothes when you saw him on Monday? He didn't wear clothes, but he was wearing boxers? Yes.
Was blood still dripping from his hand on Monday? It had stopped. It was bleeding. No, okay. Was blood still dripping from his hand on Monday? It had stopped. It was bleeding like before. Which kind of language be this? It had stopped, comma. It was bleeding like before. Somebody will have to interpret all these things to me.
That's a conflicting
Eh?
statement.
He said it had stopped, comma. It was bleeding like before.
Like before that time, it was
No,
his
like
hand was
before.
bleeding.
No,
That was
let me.
earlier in the. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No, I
Let me
think
read it
to
again.
me.
Wait. I'm the English teacher. It had stopped, comma. It was bleeding like before.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
Apparently,
now he asked him.
was he
It was
speaking it in Yoruba or English? Because you know the guy
Maybe,
doesn't
yeah,
understand.
maybe he said this in Yoruba.
You know,
Exactly.
he doesn't understand English. Yeah.
okay. So, like when somebody says it had stopped, it was
Richie,
Yeah, maybe
bleeding like
Adura.
before. Now, he still made mention of before. That means before it stopped, it was bleeding. Mobat's
Yeah,
arm
that's. I think he got it wrong, or whoever wrote it down got it wrong. It had
Yeah,
stopped
because he said it
before it
had
was
stopped.
bleeding,
It was bleeding like before.
like before, like his.
Because they want to know whether they want to know what was going on Monday. Was blood still dripping from his
meaning
hand on Monday?
meaning that by that time, when he was talking about like the scenario of that period, meaning the blood had stopped. But earlier, before that scenario, the blood was bleeding. Do you understand?
And that's still
So
on
it's
Monday
like
now. No. I mean, they're
Yes,
asking
still
about
on
Papa,
Monday.
no,
please.
Papa,
Still
no.
on
I think
Monday.
it's
Still
quite
on Monday.
simple. It was not bleeding like before.
No, you said it had stopped. When you say
Yeah, I
stopped, it
know
means
it
it
had
stopped
stopped.
bleeding.
Okay,
He said it
Yes,
has. He
stop.
said let me. He said it has stopped, comma. It was bleeding like before.
yes, it was bleeding.
Oh,
It's very simple. Don't overthink it. It had stopped. Like now, you're like, oh, the water is this still was
Maybe
this?
there's not. There have
Wait,
to be a
it's just
negation
like
there. There have to be a
it's just
negation
like
there.
there's
What
water.
something
is that?
missing there. There's
Wait,
something missing
wait,
there.
wait. It's just like water. You meet the person outside. The water is it still running? You will say it had stopped. It was running before. Do you understand? That was
Oh,
earlier
no, like
on
this. The
running,
same thing,
but at
no,
the
ni.
moment it had stopped.
The same
So
thing.
that
All right, let's
period,
move on. Let's move on.
it had stopped.
The blood. So the now the questioner continues. Says, the blood on the bed sheet that was found. The man don't come out for there. Don't run. They know they do the press get. No, now for police station they go fit do this thing. The blood on the bed sheet that was found. It was on Tuesday. Yes. You live in a duplex apartment. Let me describe what a duplex is. He and his wife live upstairs while you guys sleep downstairs. All the rooms are upstairs. So you all live upstairs, yes. Was it that he came out on Monday to meet you, or you were the one that went to meet him on that Monday when he was wearing boxers? I was the one that went to meet him. Bam! This boy nailed himself again. You say he came to tell us to call nurse. How many of us? Let me go and do that place again. He told us to call nurse. Yes, eh? Let me see. Where's that place?
I say Adura testimony. If you puzzle it, you will get what you are looking for. Adura's testimony nailed a lot. Sorry.
But the bottom line, all of them have these inconsistencies
Looking
in
for
their
that nurse.
story, not just Adreno.
You have to
Only
lie a
agree.
lot to
Some of them,
cover up a
all
truth.
of them.
Oh my God, my eye don't skip me. I have to scroll up. Make I just continue. Let me continue. I have to. My eye don't shallow me. So yeah, say, but he was wearing boxes. Was blood still dripping from his hand on Monday? It had stopped. It was still. It was bleeding like before. It had stopped, comma. It was bleeding like before. So the bleeding stopped on Monday. Yes. The blood on the bed sheet that was found. It was on Tuesday. Yes. You live in a duplex apartment. Let me describe what a duplex is. He and his wife lives upstairs while you guys sleep downstairs. All the rooms are upstairs, so you all live upstairs. Yes. Was it that he came out on Monday to meet you, or you were the one that went to meet him on that Monday when he was wearing boxers? I was the one that went to meet him. Was his wife with him? Yes. That very Monday, when you went to meet him, did you notice blood on the bed sheet? Yes, I saw blood on the bed sheet. Let's assume this table is the bed sheets. Can you describe the extent at which the blood covered the bed sheet? The blood stained different places. The blood stained different places. You are saying the bed sheet contains different stains all around. It was where he slept on the bed sheet. I think this is a little bit synonymous to what Baba Mba said. Be Kampala. You know, in Kampala, you see dotted spot in different places. So, like, kind of like a little bit synonymous. So, say it was, I'm on page 285. So, say it was where he slept on the bed sheet. There was a Monday. There was a Monday in the house. There was a Monday in their house. I wish you were reading typographic errors. You say yes. There was. I'm reading what I find. I see here. There was a Monday in their house. Yes. By 12 p.m. that you met him, all of you departed to your rooms. When I saw him, I went to give him his phone. You were in custody of his phone? No. He left his phone in our room. He left the phone in your room on that 10th of September? Yes. And also to see him that day. So he's kind of saying that I went up to give Mubad his phone and also to see him. So it means Mubad left the phone in the room on Sunday in their room. So Mubad didn't go to show with the phone. Which kind of language is this? Anyway, me that I cannot even do without my phone. After hey, after the incident of handing, and Mohbad could not come down to get his phone, and Mohbad did not signify you to come and give him his phone. By yourself, you just took his phone to him. That is a way of you trying to buy the story, trying to show how you got involved, bro. Hey, I'm not telling you my phone. Are you they tell me say
Also,
me,
according
I'm
to those
missing my
that
phone.
were,
Would I go and take my phone? Let me read the last one so that you guys can allow. Let me read the last one. The last page is 286. If you don't mind. Should I?
buttress what he said, according to
Should I?
was in Corona inquest.
Okay, go on. Okay, buttress.
Adura, they said
Before I continue, go on.
Yeah, they said Adura said that when he was there to hand over the phone to Mohbad, that it was women that opened the door and he did not see his brother, that she stretched her hand to receive that phone without seeing his brother. You understand?
Which one? You tell us whether one. No.
It was not written in
Please, you
the
have to tell us
PTC
whether.
now. They didn't put it there. But
Ah,
he
I
said
beg,
it.
I
He
beg,
said
I
it in
beg.
court.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
he said that. He
No,
said
He
come
that
scatter
said
about
my
it in
brain.
court now. For those that was in Corona inquest, Papayano, ask those that were in Corona inquest
I
now.
beg, no, please, no, please, no, please. Those guys are not, they're not, I don't trust them. Like, how can I trust those that are in the Corona inquest when they are all looking for something? Please. That's how they said that. Adura said that
Go
nobody saw
inquest.
Mubad to after
I
12
dey go
p.m.
inquest, and I know they twist inquest talk. Don't say those that go to inquest.
Uh,
Papayano.
you have to mention the people now, what they have said so far. You wait till you don't talk. If you don't talk anything with the controversial, I will bring them out. I never see you talk about anything controversial. But can you substantiate what you just said now, since you're going to inquest?
What you said, no, I didn't go to inquest then, so I can't. But the rumor was on, but I didn't go to inquest, so I can't state. So that's why I went in the
I'm not
city.
gonna. The people that has been delivering or whatever, updating us, those guys, they are controversial. They have been controversial.
I didn't hear my
They are
source
not
from
the people I
that
like.
was going there anyway, but he said it. So I know that for fact.
Is it West or Arifa that says so? Who?
No. It
Is
was
it
it was
Timumi that said
it
so?
was a it was a press guy was a press guy that I used to send to Corona Inquest then. I can even still find
Uh,
it. He said it. He said
find the
it now.
person.
They didn't put it in the CTC. So many things they omitted. They didn't put in the CTC.
But
No. Let's not go
there's
there. Let's
no
not go
how
that
Adura
assumption.
would
That's an
say that
assumption.
they won't put it
That's an
in
assumption.
CTC. No.
That's an assumption.
Richie, please don't vouch
But
for it.
you know,
There's so
guys,
many things that
you
But
know
that's
what,
not how. That's not how they will say that's a big
guys,
thing. You know what I mean?
you know where? Okay, before I continue, you know why I have issues with it, right?
Yeah.
Why I have issues with this? Our son supposed to see all these things for that inquest there.
That's the thing.
Make it a form in your case.
Sound
Not
we
be say
no
they go just depend on Corona.
sound we no read
um
CTC. Sound no read CTC now.
Papano, can I ask a question though about this inquest?
Yes.
Who
Should that land on the last
proofread the
page, or you just want
submission?
to go?
okay, let him land on the last page.
I
Then
don't
I
want
want
you
to
guys to forget to. Yes, I don't want to
yes.
forget where I'm going to
Wait.
film.
Then
The
I will
last one
also
here, just 3-4 lines.
then can I also assist with Gist Lovers updates on the inquest with Adura's testimony? It was actually a summary of
Yeah,
what.
we'll do that.
So you
Yeah,
read
so
your.
all of you stayed at that very day. Yes. Were you privileged to see him again, probably in the evening or the night? I did not see him after then. After that 12 p.m. on Monday, you never saw him again until when? Tuesday. Around what time? In the morning. It simply means that the allegation that you said there was an argument in the afternoon, it means that the allegation again that both of them had a fight in the night, that is not true. That they had a serious fight in the night. They were discussing about something. I did not ask you about discussion. You saw him shortly when you went into your room. I am saying that the allegation that in the night what you heard in the morning was argument between husband and wife, and in the night there was an allegation that there was a fight between husband and wife. Were you privy to that information? I did not know about that. They did not fight. Around what time did you see him on Tuesday? Page 27, in the morning. Around what time? If you don't have an idea, don't worry. When you saw him on Tuesday, how was he feeling? He was feeling okay. Somehow. Did you bother to check that hand, whether the blood was still dripping? There was no bleeding again. So Monday there was still bleeding, but Tuesday there was none. Did he complain anything to you regarding his health? No. What now led to the nurse being invited for treatment if he said he was already feeling okay on Tuesday? They had called the nurse since Monday. They had called a nurse on Monday, but she did not come until Tuesday. Who called the nurse, Jibami? Anyway, it's diverted from here. So we can pick on the previous points and break them down. Go on, guys.
I have a
I'm muted.
question. Please,
I'm gonna
Papa.
go. Okay, is it to me? I want to go buy orange. I will not be around. Is it to me
Wait,
or to
Paprano,
you?
before you go quickly, I need you to correct me if I'm wrong in what I'm about to say. I see people say Mobad don't have a lawyer, and I think he's wrong. The dead don't need a lawyer. It's the family that needs lawyer, or the public can get a lawyer to represent. But everyone keeps saying that Mobad don't need a lawyer. I've heard Arifa say it as well. Mobad need a lawyer. Mobad need a lawyer. No lawyer. But it is wrong. The dead is the dead don't die. What do you want to ask the dead? You represent the lawyer will represent the family. So if I'm
You don't
wrong, please
understand.
correct me.
You misunderstood that, please. The
Go
person that
on.
said so was very correct.
Tell
What the
now prove it
person
to me
means
why you need a
is
lawyer
that
for the dead. Oh, yeah, go on.
wait, please now. You misunderstood what the person meant. Maybe the person did not put it very well. Um, every criminal case is handled by the government everywhere in the world, right? But in situations of corruption, there's now need for us to approach a private lawyer for scrutiny in the interest of the debt. So we don't have any lawyer that is fighting in this case in the interest of Mubad. We have lawyer in the interest of women, interest of Baba, and various interests, but there is no lawyer that is specifically fighting so hard in the interest of Mubad, because fighting in the interest of Mubad, you don't care about the mother, about the father, you're just going to go after everybody. So we don't have that in this case. You
That is
understand?
where the government comes in. That is
The
where the
sniper,
government comes in.
Like for example, right now, the lawyer Sanshitu. Okay, now let me. What I mean by that, right now, Sanshitu, right now, if he finds any loophole in Baba activity concerning Mubadat, he cannot petition him. He's not going to do that.
So that is why.
Because it's like working for the man.
Wait, Paprano, that is why this case is the state versus blah 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 blah. The state is representing the dead now. So when people say, "Oh, Mobad needs a lawyer,"
You're not getting my point. Okay, why do we have Sanshitu today?
Sanshitu
We
is
need
supposed.
somebody like an observer.
Wait, Paprano. Sanshitu is
We need an
supposed to.
observant in the best.
Go on.
They're not getting it.
the sniper.
We need an observer in the best interest of Mubad, like somebody, just like everything this and shit to doing right now. It's supposed to be Mubad lawyer. We're not saying that Mubad lawyer will take the case from DPP. It is DPP that will still prosecute or Attorney General. Okay, like we just mean that a lawyer that is serving the interest of Mubad. I mean, it's so obvious and so clear now.
Yeah, but that is where the family.
Like in terms of going to police, going to inquest. For example, if Mubad lawyer was in the inquest, right? He's going to pressure everybody in the best interest of Mubad. Sure, you get. We don't have any lawyer representing the best interest of Mubad in this case.
Okay, no, that is listen, Papa.
Like we mean somebody who will scrutiny the government, scrutiny the DPP, scrutiny Attorney General, everybody in the interest of Mubad.
Yeah, but that is what I'm trying to say. This is what Sanshitu and Wumi's lawyer and Sanshitu should have been for the family, which includes Mobad, the dead Mobad. But when people
not for the family, no.
Oh God.
Not for the family. Right now, they are for the family. They should be in the interest of Mubad only, and not in the interest of the family. Right now, they are both fighting to defend. Akin Bolu is defending Wumi. Sanshitu is defending Baba Mubad. People are saying, if you come for Baba Mubad, we come for you. In fact, if Sanshitu today decide to petition Baba Mubad, they will sack him. If Sanshitu, right, says, I found a fault in what this man has done against Mubad's death, they will fight the man, they will sack him. Do you understand? It's limited. Do you understand my point? They want Sanshitu to only fight with and Arusha. They don't want him to do Mubad. That's wrong.
According to your question, the sniper, yeah, in the case of a murder, yeah, the Mubad will not have a lawyer, but still have a lawyer, in a way, right? Because there's representation of the estate, victims' right as well, which the family comes in. You understand? So, if Sanshitu, that's Baba's lawyer now, he can still work on what. Oh, sorry.
Okay, can I quickly read the Adura stuff that says?
At the same time, if the case is being treated as a homicide, right? It's by default. By default, the Crown prosecution, which is the DPP, should stand in for Mobad.
Simple. But when people then say they want to get a lawyer for Mobad, and I'm asking lawyer for Mobad, as in I don't get. Mobad don't die.
Not getting the point. Tell me what Sanshitu was doing in the inquest.
What was
Mr.
Sancho doing in
Richie.
the inquest?
Okay, normally in a sane country, what the normal procedure is, the government represents the dead in a homicide case, except in situations whereby maybe it's a terrorist
Bam.
attack or whatever. They stand, they represent, they are in favor of that dead because it's their citizen. Number one. Number two, in this case, Nigeria government did not do so, did not fully stand. So when the government is actually in charge of that case, representing the dead, everything that the dead owns is usually under the government. After they now finalize the judgment that okay, this person, they are not involved in the cause of the death. The family member is not a suspect. Then they can now distribute the estate accordingly to how it's meant to be. But in this case, it's not so. Government has no direct gain. They have no indirect gain. Is it Mohbad's royalty that Nigeria government is trying to get? No. But what happened in this case is the lawyer that they got from Mohbad is actually meant to be for Sanshitu. But the public they made Josie to be be our frontliner. Since you're the father of the dead, blah blah blah. He got there. I'm so sure he narrated the whole scenario, what he heard and what he witnessed. He explained everything to the lawyer. And from that instance, the lawyer started pointing out some loopholes, some faults that the family also made, some mistakes they made. Going back to what Josie himself said in few of his interviews, he said
Father,
that
please. We
I
don't call him
don't know.
Josie here, please. Please
Okay,
stop. We don't call him Josie here.
Baba
It's not
Mohbad,
making sense.
whatever, Baba Mohbad.
Yes.
What he said in his previous statement is that I don't know I don't know anything about law. It was until when he got in contact with Sanshitu that he started knowing some things about what law is. So which means, and you can see the progression when San came involved. You can see, and when Mr. Baba Mohbad started acting, you can see a lot of wide differences, a lot of nonchalances in his attitude, a lot of inconsistencies in his behavior because he has been notified some things. If someone really want to work, he know what he's doing. He's just protecting the interest of the family of the dead. Because if you really want to pursue it in a fair and in a justifiable manner, they will all go down. And in regards to Prime Boy earlier on, because I was just typing. In regards to Prime Boy is weaker vessel. He has nobody, he has no Baba Sade, Baba, whatever. He has no connection, deep connection on top places that can stand for him. Like, okay, Spending has somebody that is standing for him. Wumi, the same thing. In conjunction with Adura, all those people. What about Prime Boy? In that car, there are some things that Prime Boy is a Yoruba guy that has overheard that led to the arguments in the car, blah, blah. He can't spill it out because him saying it, he cannot really confirm 100% that that's what caused his death. Because even if he say it, he's going to be fighting two things, two powers, traditional powers and political powers. And who is he? Does he have a connection? So he has to apply his wisdom down to say what caused the death of my friend. And that's why they're trying to rope him in one way or the other to shut him up. So the man know what he's doing. Or as you said, you know what he's doing. So that is just playing along. And when they say, oh, people are being divided, instead of you guys to come together, rally around together for us to fight this DNA case. Is it DNA that concerns the public? What made us to take over your case, to have pity on you is you lost your son. Whether your son has a child, legit or not, it's not our business. It's not our concern. It's your people's concern. So that's just my own thing. Thank you.
I want to put it.
Thank you.
Get this.
Thank you. Before you go.
Can you answer this sniper? Answer this question.
I'm here.
Let's say in one way or the other, right? The sniper that Aloba, Mr. Aloba. Let's say in one way or the other, him and Wumi are being told, that they are implicated in Mohbad's death. She understand. And now we public, we don't know
how much implicated they are in Mohbad's death. Then we now say that we want a lawyer to look for justice for Mohbad, to help us write petition, to help us scrutiny the government. Don't you think there will be conflict of interest if we allow that lawyer to be under Wumi or under Baba?
Of course. Now, Papranu, this is it, yeah. Wumi and Baba Mohbad, they were supposed to be a family and a lawyer. Yeah, do you understand what I'm trying to say? To represent both of them. But they went for separate lawyers. One, because Baba, don't forget when Mohbad died, they claimed Baba buried Mohbad alive. Baba needs to defend himself. Hence the reason he went for a lawyer ASAP. Now, Wumi, they are saying Wumi pay Mohbad. Wumi too went for a lawyer. Do you understand? If this was not the case, they would have been under one umbrella.
So Mohbad doesn't have a lawyer.
Sorry, no, Mohbad.
So we can say Mohbad doesn't have a lawyer.
Yeah, the government will take charge of Mohbad. So they will represent Mohbad. The government will represent Mohbad.
But stop now. If you are saying government, wait. If you are saying government, if you are saying government, then you are saying that you are saying nobody should come and observe what government is doing.
The public could do that. The public could do that.
That's why we got that lawyer.
Yeah, the public could do that.
The man said he wants.
If you're saying,
so whatever lawyer public gets, Mohbad lawyer now.
No. Listen, Papranu. In a sense,
public bring is for Mohbad.
Let's face reality here.
I can't defend that I'm you.
No, you can't defend yourself. You are getting it wrong.
In the same country, nobody need to even activate like this.
Even in Nigeria, Paprano, even in Nigeria. Wait, even in Nigeria,
look at what that lady said. Everything she said was right. But at the end of the day, if you look at it in this perspective, that this lawyer we are talking about is not meant for Mohbad. The Mohbad just a symbol that's telling the public that he wants justice. We don't want to defend him. When you put my money there, when I put my money there, when everybody put his money there, we only want justice for the boy, not for him. But all of a sudden,
we make him became his personal lawyer, and you are saying
became his personal lawyer.
When we say Mohbad lawyer, the snapper it's not a civil case. In every criminal case, it's the government that handle it. But why you need a lawyer in the interest of the victim is so that the lawyer will be able to checkmate whether there's any corruption or any injustice done. That's what the government want. Even Sanshitu right now is not going to take the case from government. It's still government work. But a lawyer in the interest of Mohbad to checkmate or petition any individual. She understand who they find suspicious in Mohbad's death. For example, if they find their father suspicious, they petition him. But where we are right now, if the father is suspicious, Sanshitu cannot do that because it's working for the man. The same thing about Wumi lawyer. That lawyer, we call it Wumi lawyer because if Wumi does anything wrong, the lawyer will protect Wumi. They're not for Mohbad. They are all to protect the interests of that family because they are possibly incriminated.
Who do you blame?
Let me quickly read something to you. Let me quickly read something to you. Let me read something to you, Paparano.
Who do you blame for it?
Hold on. Let me read something to you, Paparano. Now, let me read something to you. In a criminal case, a public lawyer represents the public interest, not the victim personally. The lawyer doesn't stand for Mohbad as an individual because only the state can prosecute on behalf of a victim in a criminal case. Instead,
public interest is whose interest? Public interest is whose interest?
It is two different things. That is why they are separating it. That's why I'm reading it for you. This is not from my head now. That's why I'm reading it from you.
Public interest is the victim interest. All the time, when public stand up anywhere in the world and they scream that there's injustice, they believe somebody has been victimized. True or false?
True on that. But you wouldn't say the lawyer.
And they want a lawyer in the interest. They want a lawyer in the interest of that person. Please.
Can I
not every time you read. When you read, you should apply understanding.
No, you are the one that is wrong here. That is why they separated it. Go on.
In a murder case, the deceased person, which is the victim, cannot have a lawyer in the classical sense, as they are no longer alive to represent themselves. However, there are some nuances to consider. One, representation of the estate. Pay attention, oh. 1. Representation of the estate. In some jurisdictions, the personal representative or the executor of the deceased person's estate may have been authority to hire a lawyer to handle matters related to the estate, such as seeking compensation or damages. Number 2, victims' rights. Many jurisdictions have law that provide rights to the victim's family or loved ones, such as the right to be informed about the case, attended court proceedings, and provided a victim impact statement. Number 3, prosecution representations. In murder case, the prosecution represents the state of the people, and their role is to seek justice on behalf of the victim and the community. So now, in as much as Mohbad does not have a lawyer, but any lawyer that has been hired still gonna work under that victim's rights, which has to do with the public as well as the victim. So I think both of you are saying the same thing, but in different contents, to my understanding. I don't know if you
Please,
understand that.
I said I recognize the fact that it is the duty of the government to prosecute every criminal case. In the same country, naturally, me and you don't even need to go get any lawyer for Mohbad or to come seek justice or to petition nobody.
At
We
all.
don't have to do that.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that, right? It's supposed to be automatic, right? But now, in situations whereby the government is protecting some certain interests, whereby they are being corrupted, right, and want to fight against the government, we need a lawyer. So, what are we fighting for? We are fighting for someone's interest, and in whose interest? In Mohbad's interest.
Mohbad's
Believe
interest,
me, in the
yeah.
interest of Mohbad, if we get a lawyer today in the interest of Mohbad, we can send Aloba to jail. We can send Wunmi to jail. Because it is we, the public, managing the lawyer in the interest of Mohbad.
Papa, that's where
That
that
Mohbad
guy was
interest.
employed now. The son.
Simple. Exactly.
That one
The
was
way the
employed.
public, the reason why we brought San here is to
Mr.
come
Shalake, which son? Son that come from an ally with
and
King,
shit
right?
wrestling.
The son, you see, that's why we got it
play.
wrong.
They
We
play.
can't blame
But
anybody.
unfortunately, it
We have
was
to blame
hijacked.
ourselves.
Baba hijacked it and turned
Hijack
his
it
own
from
lawyer.
us.
And
The lawyer is
we
now
met
protecting
well.
Baba's
Mr.
interest, not
Shalake,
Mohbad's interest.
We met well.
Mama show Ibe any suru, Mr. Shalake, it's on the lawai. That is why Baba is being adamant that there is no lawyer that will work with Sanshitu, that will work side by side. You have to be under Sanshitu, no matter how. And this is the
But why is
point.
Sniper not understanding this? It's very simple now.
Hold on,
Very simple.
wait. Let me read some. Wait, hold on, Joe. Me, I like to read that. I like to understand stuff. All right. Now, let me read this short line for you, and you summarize it for me to my understanding, please. A lawyer can represent Mohbad, but only through his estate or next of kin, not as if Mohbad were still alive. The lawyer's job will be to protect his legal rights, dignity, and legacy in every ongoing process. Now, summarize it and break it down to my understanding, please.
Okay, now we're talking about the estate of the individual, right? Which is necessary to be well represented. Any consigned member of any next of kin of the family can bring in a lawyer to say, okay, we want to claim the property of our deceased brother, right? Which, if such right is granted, they will represent the interest of Mohbad and they will acquire the property for themselves, the next of kin. But what we're talking about in a criminal case, in a situation whereby there's a high level of corruption, right? Whereby there is suspicion that the government is not actually meeting up with their duty. Their duty is to ensure that justice is served, right? So when government is not serving justice, what do you do? And when we say they are not serving justice, they are not serving justice to the deceased, to the victim. What do? Do you just sit down and you start watching? You're going to approach a lawyer. And whoever lawyer that you approach, you expect this lawyer to help fight in the interest of the debt. In the interest of the debt is to observe the right of the debt. right? In the different places where injustice were done to the dead, to make correction, to uphold the right of the dead. That is fighting using a lawyer in a criminal case. We're not saying that the lawyer we are bringing must necessarily go represent Mohbad in court. No. But in place of investigation, like the coroner inquest, or maybe in terms of writing petition, reminding the police or providing information on behalf of Mohbad. Sure, you get my point.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now, further question.
Like,
Further question. So, in this state, now, don't forget in the beginning, Sanshitu was supposed to represent Mohbad or whatever, right? Now, why would you think Baba then take that lawyer to represent him and not Mohbad?
Because
exactly, there's possibility that it's eliminated. Wait now, the lawyer might have told, the lawyer might have told him, okay, like some areas, some lapses that, okay, like we cannot do this, we cannot do that. If we go this way, you'll be roped into this case, right? You have there's only little you can do. Because if you say you want to petition everybody in that house, they may petition you back. They may respond this way, and you may be in trouble. So the best thing is just allow everybody to be safe, right? Just be watching.
So when Fadili started, I want to take them one after the other. When Fadili started, was he representing Baba in the beginning? Was he representing Baba or Mohbad in the beginning? From what you know,
I would say both.
Every lawyer here, right, that comes to this case is representing the interests of the victim, the right of the victim that was taken away. Whose right is being taken away in this case right now is Mohbad's right. So any lawyer that comes in right now supposed to be representing the right of Mohbad that is taken away. So for whatever reason why they are not doing it, then we are going to suspect that, okay, probably they are fighting in the interest of a different individual, not Mohbad's right. We expect every lawyer to be here for the best interest of Mohbad and for the right of Mohbad.
Yeah, also
not for any
the sniper,
family or friends. No.
The sniper in a murder case. In a murder case.
Exactly. Sniper.
Yeah, so I'm still going to come to let Lagata go on.
In a murder case, the victim typically represented by the prosecutor. You understand? Victim advocates and family members or representatives. So, we are still on that same line that any lawyer in this case, according to what Paparano said, is still going to be the same. But now, what happened to Sanshitu is he was working towards Baba's interest more than Baba's interest.
Exactly. Same thing to Wumi lawyer.
Same thing to Wumi lawyer as well.
Because there's no lawyer that is highly working for Mohbad's interest.
No.
Because let's say, for example, now, it's Snapper. Say me, for example, say I'm a lawyer. I'm being brought into this case. You know what I will do? If you bring me as a lawyer right now into this case, you explain this case to me. One, I'm petitioning Baba Mohbad for the quick burial of Mohbad. All the people in the house, I'm petitioning them. Prime Boy, I'm bringing him in. Now, Mali Sam Laris, all of them, I'm bringing them in. She understand? I'm going for everybody.
Papa, you stop there, please. Stop there. Wait, stop there now. Yes. You say you're petitioning everybody.
Can we now accept what this lady just said? Can we just accept? You see, I like to be.
Shalake, please wait. Let Snapper make this. Let him end this line. Then go on. Snapper,
now,
make your line.
Don't forget, the public want to get a lawyer, and the majority of the public are on the side of Prime Boy now. Do you think the public would not tell or instruct the lawyer not to look into that direction? Prime Boy was not there, because you want to petition Prime Boy, but this same public are the ones that employ this lawyer, and
that's another failure. That's another failure right there. Mohbad lawyer means Mohbad. That's what I'm saying. Mohbad lawyer means a lawyer that is going to be fair, neutral. That is going to be yet to observe only the right of Mohbad.
That's going to be.
It's not going to be sentiment about anybody.
Yeah.
So anybody with sentiment.
Ferity, do you agree with Paparano? Yes. Ferity, do you agree with Paparano? Because I know she's on the Prime Boy defense. Do you agree with Paparano?
I'm not saying.
No, she can't defend Prime Boy. She cannot defend Prime Boy. She can't.
I mean, I told you from beginning, my own stance is for Mohbad. He's someone that cannot talk, cannot even tell us what is going on, what happened to him. I'm not supporting Prime Boy. And at the same fact,
bring Prime Boy here, whether himself can defend himself. Bring Prime Boy here now, if you get mind.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Because how you rope somebody that, okay, you gave me different narrative. I'm a lady, for example, and somebody is telling me that, okay, they killed him, industry god. They are not telling me that it's somebody that used ring of kineko, or that I use cutlass. Come on, it doesn't make sense. The first narrative is what you should go for. Because, and also the intensity of that fight that led to the death. How can I watch my 5 month old baby, and somebody is trying to carry that baby and throw it inside the river? Let's look into that, to the intensity of what that fight.
And to today, river. There was no river in the CTC. Nobody said river. Oh. Better use allegedly.
And they should come and carry me here now. So, because there are things, why are they now holding on to Prime Boy? DNA matter came up. You're holding on to him, to his jugular.
Okay, Ferity, a question for you. Have you found out what caused the fight in the car going to the show? Do you know what caused the fight?
Going to the show?
Yeah.
In totality, I would say the DNA. The paternity of that boy.
How would you, but you were not in the car, so how did you know that?
I'm not in the car.
Wait,
Prime Boy gave
No, he didn't say it to the inquest. No, he didn't say it to the inquest.
Not in the inquest, in the interview he had.
Yeah, but where it mattered the most, why did he say it? In the inquest. Why did he say it?
The sniper, whether in the inquest or at home or on the
No, you can't compare both. Come on, Lagata.
He was coming from his mouth.
No, so Lagata, no.
Hold on, the sniper. This is where the lawyer that will be representing Mohbad. This is why the lawyer that will be representing Mohbad will not have to be sentimental, right?
Exactly.
He will be neutral, and he will ask all these questions according to how individual have placed that whatever. So a lot will be cross-examined. Even the one who me have been saying in all the interviews and everything, Adura's own, DJ Bami, all of them. The inconsistency is just too much.
Okay, Lagata, now where you get it? So, where you get the lawyer?
As the lawyer that will be standing for Mohbad, he will stand.
Okay, when we get this lawyer, Lagata, when we get this lawyer,
and he will not leave any stone unturned.
When we get this lawyer, or should we get this lawyer? Is this lawyer going to revisit the inquest, start all over again? Where would this lawyer take charge? Where is he at the trials? Where? How? Like, tell me how.
All right.
Or when?
I believe this lawyer should be working with a private investigator, right? And they would look at everything, every conventional statement from all the suspects, all the allies, all the names mentioned, all of them, Prime Boy, Spending, Mohbad, all of them, even extended to Yabo Ojo and that group chat. You understand? Visit everywhere. That's why I said the lawyer will work with a private investigator, if not one or two, or long. So they are the one that will connect all those things that we, the public, are saying, normal thing that should be done. And trust me, if they are getting paid for their job and they are ready to be neutral, bro, they would unravel this thing within how many what? Give them 6 months.
Well, for your information.
And also,
the lawyer we got it wrong again.
That's why I keep saying that people will say.
Let me drop this. Wait. Okay. Let me drop it for your information. Whisper. The lawyer we got it wrong again. It's still until the public realize that what they are doing is wrong.
Why you people cannot go and you cannot go and have a life? You understand?
When the public gets it right, like what this lady just said, we got it wrong by making Baba Mohbad the focus. Any lawyer coming in now, the public is still getting it wrong. There's only somebody. Because if the public has to contribute money, they will have a say in what the lawyer is going to do. And what they will tell the lawyer, Prime Boy off the hook. Which is not right. So where do we go from here? That's the question we should ask ourselves.
Very much. And that's why I'm saying that, like, most of the people that I see fighting for justice there, it's like they don't look professional. They are too sentimental for my liking to say these people, they mean well. Like, at the end of the day, like, they are taking us to the same route again. Like, they will just sit down in their house and say, Mohbad fight in the house, go for women. Like, they already have a predefined outcome, right? Like, their target is just women. And for me, I don't think that's justice, right? Like, you want to search everywhere. You want to connect every dot.
Start from beginning.
To question everything. Yes. So because like you're asking where to operate a sniper, like if any lawyer comes in right now, okay, public lawyer, there is not very much to do. Like there are few things that can be done in this case right now. One is to go to the coroner's submissions and also the statements, because the statement that were available with the police are also available with the coroner, right? So it's basically going through all of those statements. After going through those statements, then you want to make a petition. You want to write a petition sent to the police. Everything, the battlefield right now is with the police because another coroner inquest is not going to be instituted. For a new coroner inquest to be reopened, they have to show that there's a new evidence, okay, and abundant enough. They have to convince a higher court, right, that the coroner inquest was faulty, right, that look at all this amount of evidence that could have changed the course of things, that was not considered, it was underestimated, it was thrown away by the previous coroner. So they want you to help us reopen another coroner so that these evidences can be established and it can be put forward for prosecution. I mean, but for them to go through that route of a reopening coroner inquest, I will not even ask for the reopening of any coroner inquest. If you already have an available evidence that could trigger any judge to reopen coroner inquest, why not take it to the police, right? Take it to the police and ask the police to use it to indict or to invite those individuals, to indict them, to charge them to court, right? So going through the coroner right now, if any lawyer come, the first thing the lawyer will do, to the best of my knowledge, is to go through the coroner statement and see whether there's any discrepancies, like any inconsistencies in the statement of individuals, quote it, and then take it to the police and try to make a point out there. And then police will have to invite those individuals for clarity. And if those people were unable to give enough sufficient grounds, were unable to substantiate those claims, in such a way that is convincing, I think police can now detain them for reasonable cause and now indict them or formally charge them to court for prosecution. So that's the area. The reason why we say public lawyer, and I hope the sniper understand this time, we're not saying that public lawyer, that Mohbad lawyer should come and take Mohbad case or represent it in court, or normal lawyer represent people in court, right? But in this case, so that we can just have a legal understanding of whether there's corruption or there's no corruption, or whether Mohbad right is observed fully, to the core. That's why we are just needing the aid of a lawyer, just like a consultation. Sure, you get the sniper. You know what we mean by consultation?
Yeah. I'm with you. Now,
yes. So, when we're talking about public lawyer, we mean for consultation. I think that's the best way to say it. Consultation. So that we will be guided about the things that has been done and things that are not being done. And then we can now see how we can achieve those things. And through the government. Justice must always come through the government.
Okay.
So you get.
Yeah, Papa, no.
Is that clear enough now? Are you not convinced that we need Mohbad lawyer?
Slightly, but I will still continue to do my own digging. I hear you. I'll give you 70.
And managed by anybody with ultimate Mohbad interest, because it's also subjected to whoever is managing that lawyer, whether public or whoever, because as long as there's no conflict, there's no other conflict. And the only interest is majorly to secure justice for Mohbad, or to help advise, on how to petition every person that they feel is incriminated in Mohbad's death, irrespective of the wife, the father, or whoever persons. As long as it's ultimate for Mohbad, that is a good example of Mohbad's lawyer, a lawyer in the interest of Mohbad.
Okay, now when I looked at the responsibility of the public lawyer, there is one part that gives me, should I say, question mark, and that is the collaboration. Right, it then says work with family. Now we remember when we tried to bring what's that lawyer? What's the name again? The other lawyer, the Ledier's lawyer. The Ledier's lawyer, Ledier's Bankole and Smith. They didn't want them. Right, they didn't want them. Now, if you were to bring in public lawyer
all those confident Baba rejected them. They fought against Susie and Supreme.
Exactly. Now, if we bring in public lawyer now, and public lawyers, one way or the other, they will need to still collaborate with the family. Do you think the family will want to, if they are hiding things, do you think it's going to be a smooth operation if there are things they are hiding?
No. Actually, the reason why we needed the family at the time is probably because of some privacy some privacy rights. Like for example, the right to conduct an autopsy or an autopsy on the deceased. I think the family has more rights to that. So working with the family on that ground of autopsy and toxicology, I think that makes a lot of sense. But right now, we don't need them. I don't think Mohbad father is needed right now in any part of this case. It's not needed in any part of this case. The reason why I always stay attached to him is because public has contributed massively to him, and we hold him accountable, and we keep calling him out for what we contributed to. But if there's any public lawyer that wants to come into this case, though it is too late, right? Yeah, but let's say they still want to play out, their luck, anything can still happen. They don't need the Baba Mohbad. It's just to go through the different statement or the different statement of the witnesses and petition them to the police. Yeah, that's just the right thing to do right now. They don't need Baba Mohbad to sanction it.
So
If
now
Baba
the
Mohbad is
public,
not to invite him as a witness.
the
Actual as a
public needs
witness.
to. So basically, the public need two lawyers now. One for Prime Boy and one for the public. From the way I see it.
Yeah. Prime Boy lawyer should come from Prime Boy fans, not from Mohbad. Anybody that is rooting for Prime Boy is not for just for Mohbad. They are just foolish. They are just. They are crazy. They don't know what they want. I don't know. They are just. They are not like women. They are just like people behind Baba and people behind Wumi. They are not different because they do like they know everything. How can you just believe Prime Boy because Prime Boy is complaining? Let's find those from Mohbad. Petition everybody. Let police establish it. Let us rope everybody in and let investigation prove them wrong. That's the right way to do. How will you be crying? Behind Prime Boy.
Shalake want to donate to Shalake want to donate for Prime Boy. Shalake want to donate for Prime Boy.
That's what I say. It's on emotional ground now. On emotional ground. But there's no justification to that. Prove to me that you know that Prime Boy is innocent. How do you do the investigation? How do you do your forensic?
Whisper, please, right now. Be careful. Why are you saying this?
No, but you said it, man.
I cannot even
until the best investigation is done. Sniper, if the best investigation is not done, I will not rule out anybody. As long as I'm still crying that the best investigation has not been done, I will still suspect that there's possibility anybody can still be in. Unless I'm already satisfied with what has been done so far, then I can say, yes, so far, this person is not there, that person is not there. But I'm still calling for more investigation.
Any problem, Paparano? Any problem, We have problem, We have problem.
A serious problem.
Big problem.
A serious problem. You said something, and this lady said something. Where we got it wrong the first time, we are getting it wrong again. If there is any possibility of getting a public lawyer, the public is still supporting Prime Boy. Why are you supporting anybody in this case?
The majority of the public are on the Prime Boy side now. I will give it 60-40.
Just like we are on Baba's
I'll give it 60-40 now. I'll give it 60-40.
That makes sense. You are right.
The same thing we did with Baba. We supported him.
Let's say 70.
Hello,
70, 30.
If 60% of people are still in Prime Boy side, that means they don't want justice. Because if you still want justice, Prime Boy have to come in. Because the justice starts from Prime Boy. Because that is where everything starts from.
Paprano, let me do the calculation for you. Paprano, let me do the calculation for you, Paprano. The whole of Comfy platform, they're on Prime Boy side. The whole of Olorebi platform, they're on Prime Boy side. These are the Trump platforms. Now we have the Damlog, we have the Fine Meme of what's her name. They are on Prime Boy side, right? Prime Boy himself, only TTA. Arifa is on Prime Boy. So your platform, the color that Duro Baike, we have to find justice the right way. Do you understand?
Exactly.
Just like the way we do with Baba.
They are playing. They don't want justice. They want to share it.
Is either they like it or not. Of course, I don't know. Maybe if they want to contribute, they can go ahead.
They are too emotional. One comes to They don't know what they want. They don't know what they want.
This thing about Prime Boy, the problem about Prime Boy is like when this case was like when he exonerated him or like they took him out from the case, he went quiet. He didn't even talk about justice for Mohbad. He didn't even care about if justice for Mohbad was existing. He didn't even push. So now they're bringing him back. people are like, oh no, guys, let him go and fight his fight. Let him go and fight his fight, man. I'm not his fan. So I just want him to go there and fight his fight. Because anyhow you talk about Mohbad case, Prime Boy will always pop out. There's nothing you can do. His name is already there. So him being quiet during the time they took him away.
Very simple. Yes, it's very simple. Like if me
Okay,
and Prime Boy,
can we say the way the son, I mean the way he wrote the petition, maybe it's another way that make the public accept Prime Boy again. That's why they said, okay, maybe the way he wrote it.
Because on that petition ground, I support Prime Boy. On that petition ground, they accused him. They wrongly accused him.
Maybe. Exactly.
There's a way, if you put that petition in a way that, okay, like they said that there was a fight, okay, please come and clear your own ground, your own side. And those of you in the house to come and clear your own side, though. Those of you in the car, come and clear your side. The hospital, this one makes sense. Everybody go and clear yourself. It doesn't call for fight now, unless you know you are not innocent. That's why you'll be shouting. If they tell you that, okay, you said you did not punch Mohbad, right? Okay, and police said you punched Mohbad, right? We need to make clarity only on that. You said you were not in the house. Also make clarity so that you will separate you. We are eliminating. You understand? So we'll know where we'll focus on. I mean, we want to bring you in on that ground. That one makes sense. But on the ground they are bringing him in, it's not making sense to me.
It's not making sense to the public too. Yeah, maybe. Whisper, do you get that now?
Yeah,
that's what the public is supporting. Maybe that's what the public is supporting.
No, Papa, no, don't mute here too. Papa, no, don't mute here too.
I can support him. I can gift him, support him, even get him a lawyer to free him on that nonsense ground.
Papa, no.
Let's understand. So we can't blame the public for that. You see?
Salake, let's understand something. Now, the problem here, people wouldn't have problem if, but that you see that others, if they had mentioned everyone's name, the public won't have problem with it, with Prime Boy. But they've got problem because they use others and they now mention Prime Boy's name, Likon. That is the problem. That is what the problem is.
No. I got problem because they wrongly accused him. He was not in the house, one, and they did not tell us what he did. They told us what Wumi did. They told us what Nos did. They should tell us what they are.
Okay, what did the others? Can the others is she?
That's what I'm saying. That the others they have to substantiate.
Others are in the house.
Any solution like okay,
that one makes sense. Others in the house, at least for the same thing. Mm-hmm. For the same thing, like covering up for the same thing that Wumi is covering up for. What they all did not do. What Wumi did not do, they all did not do it. But Prime Boy, on what ground did he fight? On what ground specifically? You have to mention the offense of Prime Boy so that we can pick him up on that.
So now, do you think Prime Boy is supposed to then reach out to Baba's lawyer to know, Prime Boy's lawyer should reach out to Baba's lawyer to know why they indicted him or mentioned his name without the offense? He needs to know his offense.
No, for me, right? For me, if I'm Prime Boy, I will address it as, if I know I'm innocent, I will just like, no, please wait. It is one, I can choose not to answer. But if I see that like it's going beyond, is spoiling my name, I will come out for defamation. Okay, I will say, okay, like, hey, since you guys want to take away my name from your mouth, I'm gonna sue you. All right, that this is wrong. I've said several times, I know nothing about your son's death. Okay, I don't know how many times you want me to say this. Okay, but I will come out and see the hard way. If you have any evidence against me, you're gonna bring it out this time. I don't want to ever see you mention my name. All right, never in your entire life, and I'm gonna take it so strong. That's why I say him, addressing it in the way he did it, it's not bad. Prime Boy did so well to come out to clear himself, and also the people that went wrong here were the people that mentioned him with that reason. I think they had mentioned a good reason there. At least that would make sense. But right now, like, people will instead support Prime Boy and they will vindicate. Prime Boy is vindicated by that petition. So you get, they only vindicated him. It's a wrong move for them. Very wrong move for Abba Mohbad.
Well, if I have to be a Prime Boy today, I will not even answer them. I will just keep quiet, waiting for what they are going to do next. Now, if I've been called to court, that is when I'll be preparing for them to deal with them properly. You see, when you have a wrong accusation against you, even if you are guilty, there are so many things you are guilty of, But that accusation, you are not guilty of it. If it's that accusation they are accusing you of, you can fight it easily. Now, if you wait, listen, and make sure he has his own evidence. Wait for them. All these cry people supporting him, I will just wait because the accusation is I'm at home. Now, you want to bring me up because I'm at home. Fine, I'll wait for you. When I
Daddy
get there,
Shalake, share Monkoye. What I see is, was he going to play penalty to train again? Ask me why. These people that we're dealing with, they know how to get into the public's head. Same way,
Alpha, can you
Baba.
reduce the boxes? Can you reduce them?
How do you do that now? Hey, Wahala. Hold on 1 second. I think I should be able to.
Yes. Double head guest.
Yeah, so it is better now, yeah? Yeah, so,
Put yourself in
Shalake.
big screen. Let me see. Put yourself in big screen. Click on yourself and put on big screen. I want to see whether it work. It's
Yeah.
more concise and beautiful.
Yeah, Shalake, are you there? Daddy Shalake, mo fẹ́ kó tó lọ gbá Daddy Shalake again. Daddy Shalake, on mute. Because I never know that one.
yeah, no.
Daddy, you know what that one.
I don't want to speak with cartoon. I can't speak.
I listen to it, but God say yeah, will make sense, right? The way I see it here, we're going to play penalty at Magbasi throwing, and we're going to come back to ground zero again. This is the reason. Now, the people we're dealing with, they've been able to get into the public's head. See, when they carry us to this side, we all fall to this side. When they carry us to the other side, we all fall to the other side. Baba Mohbad started it, and it worked well with him. And Prime Boy 2 is using the pattern of Baba Mohbad, coming to sweet talk the public, coming to show that, Emma Binu Kotimo Tele. And for me, once beaten, twice shy. Do you understand? When he got evicted, when they got exonerated the last time, you know, the way even those that helped him, the way he talked down, the way he didn't care about anybody anymore. And now he's kneed up again. He's come to say one thing, tell the public. And right now, he knows that the public are fighting Baba Mohbad. And he's come to say, my Baba, da. This is what the public want to hear. Because they are beefing Baba Mohbad right now.
Go on. For 2 minutes, I won't be here, okay? Just go on.
Yeah.
I want to get oranges.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you understand what like now they know that the public are against Baba Mohbad, and he is showing to the public that truth, Baba Mohbad. I'm not worried. Baba, your broken is capitalizing on the public right now, and the public are not still. They are not strategizing. If this boy comes tomorrow spending towards only this place, to address one or two things, tiny bits, and then go on the attack on Baba Mohbad. The public will show support to spend, and that is why I said, was he going to grab penalty or throwing? Because they have been able to read the public. They've got people that will persuade the public. They've got people that they believe that public listens to them, and that is where we're going to be again. We're going to revisit this again.
Whisper, you just confused me. Don't tell me. I'm scared. What you just said is making so lot of sense. You see, what a gimmick. Hey, it's not impossible. It's not impossible at all.
What did Baba Mohbad ask him? Because he was accusing the man came to him and download some information. But has he ever told us publicly what kind of information what was the discussion with Joseph Aloba when he was in detention?
Hey, we're going to begin again. See, this same public that want to donate for public lawyer, they will still be the same person to tell public lawyer where you should focus on and where you should not focus on. Because emotion is involved.
This emotion is involved.
You understand? Public lawyer what to focus on.
It's not funny.
Prime Boy was not in the house. Why are you questioning Prime Boy? Why do you want to go to Prime Boy?
And this guy knows that the public are against this man, and this man is bringing wrongly. And
Shetiri Arifa Tisake mo wrong. Shetiri Arifa ni mo wrong. Shetiri.
No, I'm convinced.
Whisper.
Sniper, I'm
Okay,
totally
okay,
convinced though.
sniper.
ẹ jẹ́ ká Arifa máa bọ̀ lókè. Arifa, you come and tell me what you wrong máa bọ̀ lókè.
This
The
is
thing
this
about
is
Prime Boy, this
this
is it. The
is a
mistake that
very
Prime
good
Boy
way to
made.
enter the public. It's a very good way. And this is the best time to do it.
The mistake Prime Boy made was, maybe I would say mistake, or maybe ignorance, and maybe lack of fund. I'll put it that way. Immediately the corona judgment came about. Immediately you should have counter sue or sue those people that are alleged in of Mohbad's death. Number one, him keeping quiet, I'm not going to fault him 100%, because how will you cry more than the bereaved? If the owner of the if the owner of the son is doing magu and he does not have a backup, a solid backup, how does he want to have a champion? Okay, who killed Mohbad? Let's fish them out. No, he also has his own family problems. So that's why I faulted him that he should have immediately they came out of the judge, the corona, whatever. He should have countersued. He shouldn't even wait till when they will now start putting his name or whatever. Because number one, apart from his career, whether he's going to travel out or something, he still need to clear house his name in totality, not for his own sake, for his own children and children yet unborn. That's just my own. And the reason why people are actually like turning towards Prime Boy is because Baba said that any lawyer that public is going to get cannot work on their own, will have to work alongside or under Sanshitu. They have to come together. So that means if they're going to come together, there's going to be conflict of interest. So that is the issue where, okay, if that's the case, that we cannot fight for Mohbad, okay, let's just fight for Prime Boy. Let's now understand, because he didn't enter the house with them. He didn't know anything what is going on. So that's just the reason why that people are just, okay, they're supporting Prime Boy. Because how you now allege him again and you want him to keep quiet. Sanshitu petitioning Prime Boy, I will not say is bad. And it is also bad in the sense that if he's truly fighting for Mohbad, he should have petitioned everybody before the show, during the show, and after the show, and after when he was pronounced dead. If he wants to be fair. But you did not petition Adura. You did not petition Iya Mohbad. You did not petition Shade. You did not petition some people in the house. You are not petitioning Prime Boy. That's what led to other platforms like Olori Ebida. Wait a minute, what's wrong with this man, with this lawyer? That's the issue. Not that they're okay, Prime Boy, you. He's also a key witness to the case. Baba Mohbad is also can be regarded as either a suspect or a witness in this case. So that's why I said government did wrong to the public.
Fair tree. Is it fair tree or something? You see, when you mention about sue, you see, it takes money to sue anybody. You don't know his pocket. Just leave it that way. In as much that people want him to sue anybody, sue Papa Mohbad, sue in the beginning, sue. You see, you have to look at your own pocket. Does he have the money to sue? So let's just do that.
That's what I was saying. That I'm not going to.
These are the things we have done, but
because
if he doesn't have the money, he cannot do it. When he doesn't have the money, just like now, people are supporting him. If they want to help him to sue, yeah, they can go ahead, but I will not be part of it. In the sense that I want you to just keep quiet, let the whole thing play it out, because as far as he's concerned, he's not in the house. From what Whisper have said, it makes a lot of sense. Because at the end of the day, everybody is against the man, and can we just use that to gather money and say, okay, we are supporting you? In as much that if there's anybody that want to even support him, I should be the first person to sue the man. Do you need it? I don't think you need it. I personally don't think you need it. You just keep quiet. Let them sue you. You have your own evidence. The provision is there. You are in the house. Unless they give you another thing that we don't know why you are being summoned to the court. Then you come to the public. This is what they said I did. If the public, you did it, go and answer. If that's what they are asking you, please go. I will tell them, please go and tell them the truth in court. But if it's what they are asking you, I believe that you didn't do it. You are not in the house. Will you follow them to the house? If that's what they, okay, let me help you. How much do you need? People can contribute then. Not now. Please. If anyone will speak, please. Nobody should contribute to anybody now. We just leave everything for now. The public spoiled this case in the beginning. I won't blame anybody. It's our emotion. And people are still having it the same time now. Getting any public lawyer to support Prime Boy or support anybody for that case, it doesn't worth it. I hope Olori Ebi and some platform can hear. It doesn't worth it. Because that public lawyer will still have problem at the end of the day. Just like I can even call Sanchito is a public lawyer. We pay for it. But along the way, as you said, did we know what Baba Mohbad told the lawyer? Petri, you said something that is very important. When he explained the whole thing, what he saw, what they told him that happened, the lawyer will have to advise him. Sorry, you cannot sue everything. You cannot sue everybody. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. It's going to implicate you. So he has to that's to the tune of the lawyer. But did we know? We think the lawyer will help the public to get justice. And we use the man as the symbol of justice. It's a symbol. He wants justice out of the whole family. But at the end of the day, what did we get? But we don't know what is happening underground. So we should not make the same mistake again. In as much that 80% of the public is supporting this guy, Prime Boy. You just chill out. Let allow the whole thing to unfold. It's unfolding. If he wants to talk, let him keep talking. But left to me, if I were him, I would just keep quiet. He has kept quiet for long. He doesn't want justice too. Does he want justice? I would say you know. He doesn't. We are still here. We are still talking about it. When did he come out to talk about it? After for the past 3 or 4 months now. He has moved on. So automatically, because your name is being mentioned now, you came out. In as much as we all know he was wrongly accused. But will I like him to go to jail for something he didn't do? Yeah, people people don't go to jail for what you don't do. But I will not like that. That is jungle justice. It's not good. For somebody to go to something or to go to jail for something he didn't do is not good. But the only help you can give to him is when we see the charge sheet. That's what you are being charged for. And you cannot defend yourself. The question you are being asked in court, you cannot say it. And something, it's not even going to court. All these are small screen. Well, if anyone wants to talk, they are all small screen. We are just debating for something that will not happen. Because I don't think it cannot fly. Sun is just trying to placate you guys. For you, okay, see you. I've done something, oh, bring your money, oh. And the money has been given to him. And let him enjoy the money. And wait. Let us wait and see what is going to happen. Anybody wants to talk? I hold now.
I think Arifa want to tell us what we were wrong. Oh yeah, Arifa Gbenusi Mike.
The Whisper.
Yes, bro.
About everything, Baba.
Self chilling, no. Happy Sunday.
Adukpo, Papariano, Mickey, Richie Well, Balagba, Sholaki, Auntie Miferiti. Everybody, good morning. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Lawansi. Afternoon.
No. Good morning.
Nigeria, our afternoon, Lava. My own to one morning, by. You see, the reason why I said you're wrong, there is difference between donation and support. You understand? When the public supports you, you might not come out that you need their donation. This boy is only crying for support. Just like even they try escape all these things from your own platform, others are also fighting for him on the other side. You understand? He spent about 4 to 5 hours on his live stream yesterday, not asking for donation. He has been coming out regularly to fight for his name. This boy is going through a lot in his own way. His family want him to remain silent because they don't want to lose their own son as well. You understand? Since he came out of detention, his position has never changed.
Before you go ahead, if you look at your dictionary, it says support and donation is different. Can you just tell us the difference between donation and support?
I'm not talking about English, Sholake.
English,
I'm
only giving between the two of them.
Hold on, sir.
Because I mean, you just
I'm giving expression.
A word. I'm not English. Support at donation.
Expression. You understand? Prime what akpoya e wa dawo fún mi o.
But support
Prime came out that Joe public on this one support me to fight this fight together. I did not know anything about this matter. They just want to bring
there's a difference between donation and support.
Can you just tell me the difference? I want to know the difference.
Sorry, Arifa. Donation is a gift of money or goods or services to champion a cause or organization, while support is just like a broader term. It can be a financial help or non-financial help. Like you're volunteering, you're providing advice, you're providing counsel, you're providing emotional encouragement. That is support. But donation is actually financial. It has to do with
in this situation. How can you differentiate it? The support I can give to him in this situation without money. Money.
So support, I said, donation is financial.
No, you just said it. No, I mean, I'm listening to you now. In this situation, how can I support you?
And let me answer you now. Support can either be financial or non-financial. It's coming out for people to either if there's a counsel, guidance, emotional encouragement. You also need that, as well as if you, and in the process, if anybody wants to donate for him, fine. He's not coming out that, please, I need money, I want to get this, I want to get that, which is different from Baba Mohbad when he came out.
I disagree. Very true.
You're ready. Continue your this.
If I'm donating to somebody, right? One, I'm supporting the person. True or false? I want you both to answer me. Ferry, if I'm donating to you, I'm supporting you. True or false?
Yeah, true.
So what is not the difference?
Well, I'm saying that
the only thing we can say here, support can be monetary, it can be non-monetary, it can go as far as anything. But you cannot just literally say that donation is not support. I mean, donation is a support, it's a kind of support. Support is a very big term. Sure you get. It's like I don't know. It's just like a broader term, a term that is so widely used that can cover many other functions of like trying to assist somebody.
Right? For the information,
Arifa, does he have a lawyer? Yes or no?
Let us continue. Anything
Hold
support
on,
here?
I need to Sholake. I need to Sholake. Arifa, does he have a lawyer? Yes or no?
As I was saying, the host,
Hmm.
you understand. Prime only came out to cry to the world. This thing where they accuse me of, I no do am. Mona join me fight this battle. You understand? One, Prime Boy with himself and some other people where they do their stuff together, maybe his friend, family, brother, or whoever. You understand? As single-handedly taking the police to court. Police, Prime Boy, and the wife of late Mohbad, they did court separately. Prime Boy and this same team, single-handedly, they've taken Mama Mohbad to court separately without coming to the public for support. You understand? Prime has his own lawyer working with him.
Sorry, Arifa, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. Prime Boy never took Mama Bat to any court. Please, that's misinformation. Prime Boy only wrote the
Do you want
He
more
read it to
proof?
us now.
Okay,
Shebi Anasuko read it to us now. Prime Boy only petitioned Yamubat for defamations, all those things said.
And I'm
we,
telling you their matter they court, but you don't know because you don't follow. You only read the petition, you don't
can
know
you
the
tell me the case
direction of the
number?
petition. You understand? You only read the
You mean a civil
petition,
case?
you don't follow
A
the
civil
petition.
case? You mean
It's
a
a civil case. Yes.
How much money did he demand for compensation?
I'm not going into that, Papariano. Hold on. No be my case.
I'm not aware of
going
that.
into it. I am
I'm not aware of
only
that.
I am only trying to let the host understand the reason why this boy is all over the internet, crying out, begging, and all that. And Sholake said something that he has been away from this case for almost 3 to 4 months. You understand? Not saying anything. I do talk to Prime Boy on phone. I check on him. How far, bro? How things? I know waiting with the discourse and all that. You get them. But, sir, do you know how many? Am I supposed to even say this? Because my own personal matter, no be my own. I dey try dey very, very caution of what to say. Because he might not like some things to come out anyway. But let me just put it this way. Prime has not changed his position since he came out of detention. Prime get mama, Prime get baba. He get enough warning where they give him. You understand? Guy, stay your stay, day your day, see how e be. You don't see this one, they don't show you this one, they don't call you here, they don't do you this one. I beg, Mark Bami, stay away. But he's paid.
Arifa, what do you mean by they gave him enough money? When they wanted to bail him, why did the parents not go bail him? Why do we have to contribute to bail him?
Enough
When the
money.
parents
I
are
didn't say they give him enough money. You understand? I said warning.
warning.
Warning. Yes, not money. Warning. You get it? So, what I'm trying to say is that is the reason why he decided to be quiet. And he has not changed his position. Since he came out from detention, he has been demanding for what the public is demanding for. You understand?
Arifa, please, quickly, make I ask you one quick question.
Arifa, do you
Arifa.
mind if I interrogate a little bit on Prime Boy?
Okay.
Sniper, if you don't mind. Should I go on?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Arifa, do you think Prime Boy is incriminated in Mohbad's death?
I believe he's also wrongly accused. You understand?
I mean, do you personally, do you think Prime Boy is incriminated in Mohbad's death?
Incriminated as how?
Let me break down. Yeah, good. It's good to always ask for meaning. Yeah. So, like, do you think Prime Boy has some kind of offenses or some kind of crimes or something that can put him in or like a hand in Mohbad's death in one way or the other?
Not at all. I don't believe that.
You don't think so? Why don't you think so? Why don't you think so?
Because I've spoken to him time without number, even when he came out from detention, when he knows nobody. You understand? The same way
Good.
I try to
don't
the same way
Let's keep it short. Let's keep it short. Let's keep it short. Do you have? It's the same question. No? Do you have any evidence that Prime Boy have a hand in Mohbad's death?
I'm sorry.
I don't have any evidence that Prime Boy has hand in Mohbad death.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, do you think Wumi killed Mohbad?
I can't say Wumi killed Mohbad. I don't think Wumi killed Mohbad as well because I don't have any
Exactly.
evidence.
So, okay, thank you very much. Right now, people don't have evidence on Prime Boy. Same way they don't have evidence on Wumi. If Wumi should go out right now saying that they are wrongly accusing me, there is no evidence, and truly nobody has evidence to substantiate whatever they are saying against Wumi, right? And now some set of public, they say they mean well, and they want to raise money, they want to donate to support Wumi to go clear herself. Like, how would you see them? Would you support them to see they are doing the right thing?
I would say they've done the right thing, but to my own view, my opinion might be different from others in that aspect because I am holding on to Wumi for not saying what she knew concerning what really happened in the house. She is contradicting herself, contradicting every other people in the house. You understand? That gave me a clear picture that definitely something happened in the house. You get it? So, if anybody is now coming together to say, I want to contribute for Wumi to clear herself, I'll see them as a time waster, resources waster, and all that.
Okay.
But
Not that you have any evidence against Wumi. Not that you have any evidence against Wumi, right?
Not that I have any evidence against her.
Okay. Same way you don't have evidence against Prime Boy, right?
Of course.
Okay. But are you your thought of suspecting Wumi, is it coming from a hatred? Is there anything that you don't like about her personality? Maybe she has big nyash, big breast. Like, is there anything you don't like about her personally? Or maybe the way she talks?
Not at all. I don't have any reason to go against her personality.
Okay. Now, you don't have any reason to go against her personality. And you don't have any evidence against her having a hand in her husband's death.
Please, this guy, there are so many things you cannot say. In as much as please, let's be realistic here. No, let's be realistic here. Let's just keep it to Prime Boy. There are some things you cannot say.
Arifa, some paparazzi will down some question. We're not definitely down.
No, whisper.
We have to be realistic here.
No, he has not asked any question that go beyond the board. Not at all.
Please, and actually when it comes to
let me digress a little bit. We shall Arifa. My own question is not going to be technical.
Everything that he's saying is still on point.
But yeah, continue, Paparazzi. Paparazzi, continue with him, but be lenient with him. I beg. Na Nigeria day, I beg.
Yeah, they Nigeria too now. As a matter of fact, they are Greek.
Papi, good afternoon.
Your address.
Welcome.
Where your address? Give us.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, no, where your own address?
That's Grace Olake. If you don't Grace Olake, don't.
I'm not going to Mr. Me and him, we are already disagreeing.
Make you leave that one. Make you leave that one.
Continue with Arifa because he's representing Prime Boy.
Arifa, I need you to wait, Arifa, I need you to convince me.
Please.
Papi, don't put Arifa on hot seat.
Stop now, but like stop now.
Mickey and shoulder mic. Wait, Mickey and shoulder mic. Mickey and shoulder mic.
Of course.
Prime Boy cannot.
Any suru. Yes, like that.
1 second. Bawa baby spin that was okay. Keep Papa no engage Joe.
Do I send the request? What is send request?
No, do I send the request? They go fee bismillah the position are refine. Kawaki Papa no engage bismillah Joe.
Papi, if you Arifa le lorun, he can answer most of these questions.
No, wait, Arifa. See, I need you to convince me on one ground here. I'm not asking you too many questions here. Now, we know that Prime Boy was not in the house. We agreed that, right? And we know that spending too. The only thing he did was to give them nurse's number. Do we agree on that, Arifa?
I did not agree on that because spending has not been consistent. You understand? So that is the only issue I'm having with spending. It's never my enemy. Spending is not somebody I should hate for no reason. You get it?
Okay.
But the
Wait.
question is very, very clear.
Hold on. Wait. I like the angle where
The
you carry
problem here
me.
is very, very clear.
Do you want to say something? Okay, go on. Before I talk, go on.
The issue they very clear. This is the same spending who came out to tell us say in leave Mohbad house as at 9 p.m. on Monday. That was the last time he saw Mohbad. Maybe a month or two later, he came out and said, no, it is trauma. He left Mohbad house in the afternoon around 12. That after they went to get nurse, after they went to check drugs and all that, came back was when he left Mohbad house. Of recent, he said he left Mohbad house as early as possible. You understand? So all these things, this is what the police want to look into to suspect you. That definitely you know a lot. You are only trying to play games. That is the same position I am putting spending. Spending is in the house with them. Assuming Prime also went into the house with them, they will be in the same category before me. You understand? So the only advantage, the slight advantage Prime is having is that he did not follow them back home. You get it? Assuming something happened to Mohbad on their way home, Prime can be suspected also, or on their way to the show. He's also in the car with them. You get it? But they all testify to the fact that when they get home, Mohbad is okay, 150% okay. Then the question is, if this guy is perfectly okay, like you all said, Prime's lifestyle said the same, spending said the same, the wife said the same. All of them are saying the same thing, including Adura, that Mohbad is okay.
Let me quickly
Hold
ask
on,
you.
I'm coming with you. Please, I'm coming, sir.
Hypothetical
Come,
question.
sir.
Hypothetical question. How would you know that Prime Bono was never in the house?
This is what
It's simple now.
no,
Everyone in that house had never mentioned Prime Boy was in the house now.
Everybody
Okay,
that
none
went
of
back
them
to that
mentioned.
house or exonerates Prime for not following them back home.
I know. I'm just asking.
According
It's a silly
according
question.
to what is out there, no, but none of
It's a
them
silly
are.
question. Listen. Hang on a second. All of them in the house, they have been given an inconsistency story. Everybody has their storyline to follow, right?
Yes,
And I'm putting it to you. Why would you want to believe Prime Boy's story?
okay.
It's never in the house.
In as much as
All right, let me now answer you this way, sir. You understand? Right from beginning, it seems like Prime happens to be an opposition party to them. You get it? They all want to put the issue on Prime Boy initially by saying he fought with him, he broke the glass leads to this and that. You understand? So, at first, he took him with a knife, makonje, stuffs like that. That doesn't fly. You get it? Now, the problem is this. If Prime can say, I did not follow them back home, and all of them in the house can say the same thing on that angle, I don't think there's conspiracy. You understand? On that particular angle, there is no conspiracy.
That's an if. I love.
Do you understand?
That's
So,
if all of them.
and that is what I hold on to.
Say my mind
The only
before I
strong
speak.
point is the text message with Wumi when he was saying he wanted to come and pick up his bag, and Wumi said, "Don't come now." Right? We can use that. That's sort of kind of indicating that he was never in the house. He wanted to come back to the house, right?
Like Mr.
That's
Richie,
Yes.
can I quickly say my mind?
Shoulder might. Hold on, please. Don't let me lose
Your
what
line
I'm
of
trying to
thought.
tell you.
Okay. I'll mute.
So, in as much he is not in the house with them, as stated, you understand? So, I will not put Prime in the same positions that others are. And that is why I am saying it, that the likes of Prime Boy seems to be different from spending another. But yet, none of them is my enemy, including the wife. None. You get it? We only want to know the fact, the truth, what really happened to that boy. That is just what we are all interested in. If today, assuming when Spending came out of detention, Spending remained the same position, saying the truth, maybe by now we might, get some light. Maybe. You get it? Maybe. But he came out telling us different kind of story and all that. I spent almost 40 something minutes with Spending on Buki Jesse's platform, asking him question. Spending could not find a way out. You get it? So these are things I just want people to know that Prime.
On Spending cases, have you noticed that the guy has a problem in terms of speech and coordinating himself? Have you noticed that? Let's be fair.
I no. I didn't notice that he did not coordinate himself. No. What I noticed about Spending is that when you're guilty, this is my own opinion. I didn't say that is the way it is. My own view. When you are guilty of stuff that happens to be known to like 2, 3, 4, 5 people, but they are trying to cover themselves as well. You get it? When there's a little, let me say, slight opportunity to say the truth, you do everything possible to cover it. Yoruba will say tó bá parọ́ kan, ó ní ìdí irọ́ mẹ́wàá láti bo irọ́ ẹyọ kan yẹn mọ́lẹ̀. You get it? For Spending to come out to say, I left Mohbad as at 9 p.m. on Monday, I want to believe that. And Mohbad is perfectly okay. Kinikon. You get it? Now the question remained the same. Immediately they put that question to Spending. The story changed. That, okay, if Mohbad is 100% okay as at 9 p.m., what come about the nurse on Tuesday again? None of them has been able to answer that question. None. The injury is minor injury, this and that. What comes about the nurse? None of them has been able to answer that question. So, these are the problem here. So, to me, I still believe we should wait, just like what Sholake said. We should watch. But when it comes to the aspect of donation, Prime is not coming out to demand for donation. That is just what I'm saying. I don't know his mind. Maybe he's coming out tomorrow to do that. But as of now, they have been doing so many things behind closed door without coming to the public to demand for money. You understand? So that is why I believe it's not
that is
coming
not
out
even
to
an
that.
issue. If anyone is convinced, if anyone is convinced that that somebody is being cheated, if you feel like somebody is being cheated unreasonably, you can choose to support them so that they are not cheated. What we just want to make sure is at the same time, we know we are human beings, we care, we don't want anyone cheated. That's why we are all here for Mohbad, isn't it? Yeah. So if anybody feels like, okay, you have a conviction that somebody is being cheated, like when Prime Boy name was included in this petition, I was the first person, I condemned it. I said this is wrong. They wrongfully impute his name into this petition, and either it sues them or it takes an action. And again, there's something, right? The reason why I say I disbelieve you when you say the Prime Boy is in court with Iya Mohbad, I don't believe so. Like when did that happen? When did that even happen? Prime Boy in court with Iya Mohbad. And if the case is in court, they would have been going to the case, is it last year case, this year case? Like, how come the public don't even know about it? When you want to make such disclaimer, you have to. When Ramadi sued Yabojo, it was everywhere. When you sue somebody in a civil case, especially for defamation, you have to bring it out so that others will stop. It's not something in the private. That's why I don't believe in it. A lot of things are all done in this case. Like the people like criminals. They just want to use that means to take money from people to say, okay, I want to sue this person just because some people will find reason to support that. You will just pack money. If today somebody like Prime Boy comes and say, I want to sue Baba Mohbad, please support me. There are people who support him, people who hate Baba Mohbad, and through that means he can pack people. A lot of people will just put money into his hand, and at the end of the day, the case will ever be in court. You will not hear anything. Nothing will happen. There are so many ways of scams in this case. Well, for public caution, if we say we are looking for justice, I think it is to try to go to neutral bodies. We don't have to go to Prime Boy, go to any of the suspicious persons. It's to go to neutral bodies, to bring in neutral bodies here and have those neutral body help us fight for the rights of anybody who feel they are cheated, either a foundation or maybe any group, that we can all rely on, that they are neutral and they are fair. Going through these individuals, will not make us know their intents, because sometimes we will not even know whether we are even giving them much money to defend themselves.
Sure, you understand. Like on the side
You're
of
right.
Prime Boy, in the
You're right,
beginning,
Papa.
I've
You're right,
had some
Papa.
reason to doubt Prime Boy, and
Papariano.
I doubted him to the point that DPP freed him. After he was freed, I felt like, okay, they freed him. There's no need for me to come to suspect him. But though I wasn't happy about his own statement, the fact that he was covering with me in the beginning, right? He was saying that there was one family issue that he didn't want to come into it. What kind of family issue? Yeah, what kind of family issue is that big that we're talking about a murder case here, and you are hiding something behind? It's seemingly not making sense. So if we are saying that because we have nothing against Prime Boy, why are we dragging him into this case? Do we also have something against others? It's because they are suspicious, because we suspect that the things they are saying, like, it's not making them look nice. They are not really going well about it. And maybe they should just sit down, talk to their legal teams and, understand that this is a very serious case and give us that seriousness, because we want to, especially for me, right? There are some level of seriousness that I need to see in some of them. On the case of Bamobad right now, at least he has shown that, one, he was not in the house. He has been able to make people believe him to some extent, right? With some other suspect out of every other persons. If I tell you that the only person right now that I feel like I'm even more free with, that is not like scared of anything, that he has more animal Mohbad, is the father of Mohbad. He has done so well to reach out to people, to answer questions, to convince we the public, because we the public right now, justice is up to us. We are the one pushing this justice. Whoever will feel like is having a hand in Mohbad's death, we will all call on the government to arrest the person, or we petition the person. So now, and they also need our support. Why are they not convincing us? Prime Boy is somebody who will be running. If you want to start asking Prime Boy questions, last time Prime Boy friend said something that Adura and Darusha, like, they chased Prime Boy, like they almost fought him in the spot, and they chased him. He was running. When Prime Boy wanted to address that, Prime Boy will be saying that at some point I was running. Whether people were running behind me, how can I know whether people were running behind me? What happened that you were running? I mean, was there a bomb that was going to be blasted? What called for running there? I don't understand. I mean, when you left Mohbad car, should you be running? What called for running? You left Mohbad car, they told you to come down of the car, you came down. So you were now running, people were running behind you. What are you saying? I mean, people just want clarity. On the side of women, the reason why we disbelieve her is because, I mean, even for minor things, when she says those minor things, we're not just comfortable with the way she's saying it, because we feel like something is not adding up, right? On the side of Prime Boy, too, the same thing. We just feel like a lot of things is not just adding up. When Mohbad died, Wunmi said they have taken him away. Prime Boy also said the same thing on that thing. She bet etipa abin, Ọlọ́run wà o. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá, àwọn ọlẹ́mọ̀ tó pa. Who do you know? The law of reckless statement.
Papi.
So you get. And he
I
was saying
just
that Mohbad was
I
punching
think
him.
at this point,
sorry, Shadamai. 1 minute. 1 minute, Shadamai. Sorry, I just need to address this.
okay,
Chama,
okay.
if you stay there, I don't think what you did is right. You have no right to come and ask me to come to leave this page. I don't know what you guys are talking about, and please don't do that again. Okay? Thank you.
Mr. Richie, who dare tell you that? Forget that one. Other one, I
No,
just.
I need to address it publicly. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not in time with
I'd like
anyone.
to just drop a piece of my mind since we are talking about this. Once again, greetings to everybody.
Who
Do you know what?
Who dropped Richie? You dropped him?
No, I
Wait, you
didn't.
dropped Richie?
No, I didn't. No. Maybe it just came
What
to
happened?
clear
What did
that.
you do?
Maybe it just came to clear down. He
Clear
wanted to
what?
drop.
Clear what? I didn't hear what he said.
The comment from chairman about him and Sholake coming to Lench's platform.
Why? I told him why. I told him why did he have to do that. I responded to him. I said why, and he said to clear something. I said no, I'm not interested.
Like, so what did Shodamite said?
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that since we are talking about this issue of
Is it my network?
you're here. Can you hear me?
Hello? Sorry, let's quickly fix this.
You are both audible now. Two of you are audible. So.
Okay. So let me quickly drop my mind. Sherry, the issue we have here is that people like to spring out.
No, please. I said, let's clear this Richie. What happened to Richie?
No, Mr. Richie.
Yeah, what happened to Richie? Let's clear that.
Just trying to address anybody that was trying to.
Shudamite, hold on. Let us clear, please. This is
I don't understand what you.
Sniper.
Let me address it now. Let me address it. So chairman came here to tag Shalake and Richie that they should come to Lechi's platform, right? So a lady, Julia Ann or whatever, that's her name, then tag child responded to chairman, that's so wrong of you. Like, are you telling them to drop?
Shoulder might, hold on. Let Richard address.
Yeah. So Julianne responded to chairman that's so wrong of you. Are you telling them to drop and go to another platform? That was the reason why I didn't even say anything about it, because someone else had addressed it. I don't like to prolong stuff. So I think Sir Richie just saw it. I think Sir Richie just saw. I think Sir Richie saw the comment just now, or maybe saw it late and he wanted to address it. So his comment was to chairman that chairman should not tag him to come to a platform to come and talk about whatever that is not involved in stuff like that. So that was it. I think he just came up to clear that and he dropped. Do you understand, Paparano?
The sniper.
Yeah.
Chairman, please. Chairman,
Network is
please.
breaking. I said, shoulder might. What the shoulder might did to him?
It's not shoulder might. It's not shoulder might. It's chairman, not shoulder might. Chairman.
Chairman, please.
Not shoulder might.
Stop this.
Richie came to address who? Richie came to address who?
Chairman. He came to address chairman.
Mm-hmm. But I did respond. I said,
chairman,
why do you have
stop
to?
Stop it, chairman.
No. Ní láti báwí mo ti sọ fún wọn náà mo ní kò ní I've told him I said he doesn't need it. I said even the guy is not gentle.
That is part of their gang fight or whatever. I mean,
I responded to him now. I feel
very, very big disrespect.
Stop it,
can you imagine somebody telling me to leave a platform and go somewhere?
Imagine that.
That is childish. It's childish.
Stop.
That's
Lagata, just childish. No. You have to respond to some people. You know, you have to respond to some people. You see, when he said it, I said, why? You know, I said the guy is not gentle and he doesn't watch it. So that is just a normal expression to give to anybody. And he didn't come back to me again. He was tagging me too. So he didn't come back to me again. So, but you have to say, you are mad. Why did you have to tell me that? No. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I just respond to you. It doesn't watch it.
Forget them,
it's somebody want just to talk about everything. So I see the fight happen to stand.
Lagata, no, that's your now.
Initiate them now.
Especially Lagata should not even let Lagata maintain his cool as he was doing. No, and just leave the
bring fight. I swear, he go jack pan. He go say no go do him again. One soften you now.
Papi, it's okay.
They should bless you with smile.
No, if the guy has the guts, he wants to come. Let him come to Provider platform. We will respond then.
That place is too hot, too.
No. He can come. No, nobody will intimidate him or anything.
No,
he can come and explain himself with his facts
and
evidence.
Let it rest. I beg. Address maybe he's trying to call you people to come there. He may not really present himself well. I don't even know the person. Only my friend try last week. So maybe he didn't present it well. Sometimes we just
must we go there? Show them out. Why must we go there to do what?
That's why I said
that
he
is
may
so
not be able to present himself well.
Why should Richie go? So Richie go to Lenchi platform.
So at least
have you ever
Mr. Shalake already
process for Wobad? He's doing personal vendetta against
Mr. Shalake tag lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ti address
mo ti address lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. I don't know why we are going. I mean, mo ti address.
No. Richie just felt like ó yẹ káwọn wá correct it. So that's been said now. Ẹ jẹ́ kí yẹn lọ now. I mean.
So over to you, Shudamite. You are saying something.
Yes, I was. I really want to drop that submission. Sharing nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ sọ yẹ ó ní pé our public, our not gone. We should just try to stop springing up all these narratives. Now, orúkọ Prime Boy yọ nínú petition, mistakenly or not, right? Nǹkan tẹ́mi sọ nísìnyí ó ní pé kò sígbà tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ajá tó máa pe orí ajá tí wọ́n ní pe orí ìkòkò tí wọ́n fi sè é. Kò sígbà tí wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ikú tó pa Mo tí wọ́n ní sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àárín 48 hours sí ìgbà tó kú. Kò kò dẹ̀ wá sígbà tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa 48 hours sígbà tó kú yẹn tí wọ́n ní dárúkọ prime boy. Every time his name comes up, it's just for him to go there, clear himself. I didn't fight him. I didn't raise a finger. It was the one assaulting me. Lobaton, it's not everything that we are supposed to be like, come and create a mountain out of nothing. Even when I saw that petition, we were on Papi's platform, me Odasi, because I was just looking at everything. Okay, fine. Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ explain gbogbo nǹkan yìí tó máa lọ sí trial tí orúkọ ẹ̀ ò ní jáde ńbẹ̀. The event, wọ́n sọ pé èèyàn kan invite sí show, ó lọ show, ó bọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀jà, ó ṣe gbá. Before you know it, orúkọ ẹ̀ máa jáde ńbẹ̀. All he has to do, if he's asking for support, I'm still going to go back to that. Support àti donation. I don't really think they are the same. In this case, morally, we can be supporting him. A lè fún ní liver. The lawyer, go there. When some people wanted to petition me, I came out, I was on Papi's platform. I said, I'm expecting your letter. Papi told me, hey, girl, let anybody come for you. We are here. Ìyẹn lásán, ó ti tó. Did he give me any money? Everything is not all about we are donating. Tó bá fẹ́ nu ara ẹ̀ sọ pé I need money to pay my lawyers. I need money for transport. I need money for this and that. Fine. But he didn't say that. He just said, I need your support, public. People should not be always like this. I said it in the comment that à ń sọ pé I donate fún yàn. Ó yàtọ̀ sí pé I support ẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì máa fún ẹ lówó láti bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ni. Some people came to this J4M for their own personal vendetta. Some came here because they wanted for their own personal reasons. Ẹlòmíì because ó kàn like wàhálà. Ẹlòmíì because ó kàn like wòtòwòtò. Nǹkan kékeré báyìí ó máa expand there, wọ́n máa extend there. Ẹlòmíì have opportunity yẹn máa drag àwọn èèyàn. Nǹkan tí wọ́n ránṣẹ́ á máa ṣe. Kíni náà ló fà á tí gbogbo nǹkan yẹn fi dojúrú. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa ṣe báyìí. Let's just look at it as okay fine orúkọ ẹ máa jáde now. Ṣé bóyá owó ṣàjọ lọ́ṣọ́ ni? Right? Tó bá béèrè owó, ẹni tó bá ní owó lọ́wọ́, ó lè ṣe fún. Tó bá béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ èèyàn. But ó wá jáde pé ẹ̀yin public, we need to support you this time. Oh. He may be scared. We just need to share him on. Pé boy, go there. Go with your lawyer. I was there lóòótọ́. Ó ń bá mi jà torí pé ó ń bá ìyàwó ẹ̀jà mo dá sí. Mi ò ná. Mi fi nǹkan kan gbà. Ó bá tán. Everybody kept saying it. Pé o tẹ̀lé wọn lọ́lé. O sí nílé wọn. So why should you be scared? Kò le tó yẹn àwọn èèyàn míì kàn like ìwà ẹlòmíì àtọ́kẹ́ sadist ní ayé ẹlòmíì ti bàjẹ́. All what they need is problem. Níbi tí o ti sí problem, they want to bring it up and make everything just scattered. And before you know it, ọmọ àdàgbò nǹkan ìrú ni. I don't know why it's such a big deal. Orúkọ ẹ̀ yọ nínú kíní ẹ̀ in the first place. Tó ń gan, ṣé kò rí àwọn èèyàn tó máa sọ fún ni? Orúkọ ẹ̀ máa yọ now. Wọ́n lè sọ in the next 20 years. Tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ ikú tó pa mọ́, wọ́n máa dárúkọ prime boy.
Hello, panelist. Hello.
Ẹ kàn má jẹ́ ká máa dá gbogbo nǹkan rú, Kò sí kò lè tó yẹn.
Mr. Adesina,
gbogbo nǹkan wọ́n ni pé wọ́n fẹ́ dáwọ́.
Something real quick and calm down, please.
Hello.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to correct some things. You see, this case has been on since 2023. And what really spoiled this case is because of the lies and the wrong narrative that everybody has been pushing, talking about. Everyone in the house with Mohbad, they know what they know. They know what you guys don't know. They said whatever they have to say to the police. So if they have told the police whatever they know and what the question the police asked them, that is with the police. If they are not
this voice sounds like Chubi Mill. Yes, it's Chubi Mill. If they don't feel like coming out to talk to anybody, that's their right. That is their own right. I don't think you have to force them. It's just like if I come on the panel and I don't feel like talking to anybody, you cannot force me to do that.
Hello, this is
That's just my own submission.
No. They don't.
Wait, now who dropped that? Who dropped that now?
Yeah, we start on that.
Who dropped that?
Paparano will allow you to talk. No. Who drop her? Paparano will allow you to talk, please.
Hello.
Can you repeat that statement? Please repeat that statement. What did you say?
Hello.
Yeah, so go ahead. Greatness. Greatness, go ahead,
Daddy
please.
Adeshina Inisuru, Daddy Adeshina Inisuru.
Papiano said one thing. He said Prime Boy covered up for Omoumi. Prime Boy never covered up for Omoumi. Prime Boy has been saying whatever he has to say. The first time Prime Boy would say something was about, I think it was about Liam, and he said, "Oh, Omo Yomo Mubad ni now." And afterwards, he came back and started saying whatever he wants to say or feel like saying, which is fine. He's free to say whatever he has to say. That is his story. So please, if everybody would be, take accountability for what he or she has said or done. Don't let us be spreading wrong narrative just because we don't know what happened and we feel like we want to put our own story or what we think or how we feel to fill up that gap. That is where we started having problems. That is why all these lies. That is why Mohbad died in several ways, in so many ways. If they said there is a nurse, if you don't believe there is a nurse, that's fine. Some of you believe that Mohbad died on the 11th, and we believe that he died on the 12th, because I don't see where a person would die on the 11th. And even when they took him to the second hospital, not even the first hospital, the doctor said it's at the second stage of death. And this is the same person that they put on the back to take to the hospital. So whatever your belief is, it's your belief. But please don't let us be putting our own narrative that fits us or what we think, oh, this is how it is. It's their story. It's Omawumi's story. It's Spending's story. If you see the lights there, you can point the lights out. You guys extract the nurse while there is a nurse. And sometimes I feel like if you are not in the medical profession, you would not even know some things and you will not understand some things. And that is part of the reason why I think everybody is just saying whatever. I'm not trying to excuse anybody's wrong saying or anything. But if you are a medical personnel, you would understand and you would know from the beginning that no, this is a medical negligence. And it's fine if you all don't want to believe it. It's okay. But please, don't let us be spreading negative narrative. Don't let us be lying. Let's be truthful. That is all I have to say. Thank you.
Greatness, Willie. Even though you took
Thank you.
that
One by
straight
one.
from my mouth,
Can we
yeah?
just go one by one?
Even though
Please,
you
please.
took it from my mouth,
Please, to the mic.
I'm
To
still
the
going to
mic.
agree with you. Mr. Sholake, mi mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ kó tó di pé màmá yẹn wá, and I just felt like kí n mute fún wọn. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lè máa jó wọn lára láti fẹ́ sọ. It's good. Nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn, I'm still going to go with it, okay? Even wrong narrative or positive narrative, let us stop this idea of any narrative at all. If we can't go with the facts we have on ground, let's go the length of looking for our own evidences. Let's go the extra mile to dig something we feel like let's go and dig it out by ourselves before we now bring it up. I've learned a lot on Papi's platform, okay? I don't farm that guy already. Forget the fact that he's here. I don't farm him, but the farms one. He has already said it. Whatever you feel like this thing they are saying is not true, don't say it's not true. Go and look for the truth. We can't just be assuming. Fine, we can brainstorm, but we shouldn't feel like that's the way. That's my journey. It's wrong. This boy's name will always be mentioned. The day Mohbad called him, Ọ̀rẹ́, máa bọ̀, I have a show. I want us to be together. Tó dẹ̀ ti lọ, than they have been together that day. He's already part of the history. He can't even kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe sí mọ́. Àrífà mo wà pẹ̀lú yín.
Let me interject you a bit, my sister.
I want to ask that lady one question, please.
No, hold on, Sholake. You will.
I think she's gone. No, I think she's gone.
You
I
know,
think she's gone.
Maybe she's listening. Maybe she's listening. Just listen. Just
I
one.
think she's gone.
You know, sir, I go soon run come on here now, Sholake. I just want to put this to
The problem about them when they come, they make
I have sent that request. I have sent that request. Oh, I
They
wanted
But
to
don't
bring
stay.
then
her
That's
our
back.
law.
why I hate them.
I wanted
No,
to
no,
bring
no,
her
no, don't
back.
hate anybody. No, I
Then
just want to
any
ask
of
a
them
question.
who doesn't stay on the panel,
Sodomite.
next time we don't bring them up again. That's one thing I hate.
Just to
Sodomite.
quick.
If they cannot wait to take responses for whatever they have said, we don't entertain people
It's
like
not
that.
good now.
Now we have to drop people, bring them
Okay.
up. They after bringing them up, then they will not go. They will not bring.
Let
Will
me
not
see if I
bring
can bring
back
her back. I think maybe
Bring
they
her
dropped
back.
her.
that's using people.
Maybe they
People where
dropped
are
her.
you?
I just want to face one reality. I just want
One
to face
shilling
just one reality.
I've sent
Greatness,
her a request.
greatness,
I've sent her a
just one
request. She's
reality.
back. She's back. Oh yeah, Sholake, she's here.
Yeah,
She's here.
yeah, yeah.
Hold
Greatness,
on, Mr. Sholake,
greatness.
Madam
I just want
question.
to tell you one
Hold
reality.
on, Mr. Sholake, hold on. Let
Okay.
me tell you one thing. I work night shift. It's just 7:10. I came in to my house at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I'm still working. Was listening to this program, and I'm like, you know what? I need to come up, and it's because it's what's snipers
Yeah, just I won't take you one of the minutes. Just listen to this.
Hold on, Mr. Sholake, hold on.
Oh my
That was
God.
why I came up.
Let me
So
just drop this for 1
if I'm
minute.
going to answer a question, I can always answer.
You
I
don't have
can
to answer. I
always
just want you
answer
to
if I want
take it
to
on board.
answer.
I just want you to take it on board.
We are all at least
I'm not saying
Papiano.
you should answer. I just
Hold
want
on,
you
Mr.
to.
Sholake, hold on.
I mean, you can answer.
Hold on,
Oh
Mr.
God.
Sholake, hold on. Emma Binu, Madam Ilon, Emma Binu. Papiano, you are not new to this case. Arifa, you are not new to this case. Sniper, you are not new to this case. Most of everybody here, we are not all new to this case. So I don't know which question you want
Me,
to
I'm
ask
new.
me
Me, I'm
that
new.
the
No,
answer.
Me, I'm new. Stay
Mickey,
here
I
no,
don't
no,
talk
no.
to you.
navigate. I'm new. I don't
No,
know
no,
anything
no.
about this
I
shit.
just
Tell
want.
me.
I just want to pinpoint
I
something you said.
purposely ignored you, Mickey. I purposely ignored you
Greatness,
because of the
greatness,
way you reason and talk. I purposely
greatness.
ignored you. I don't want to have any conversation with you.
Never reason with you people because
Yeah,
you
don't
people
I
are
exaggerate.
don't
Let
have,
him
criminals.
you
ask.
don't have to reason with
Let
me.
him ask
Oh
You
the
don't
God.
question.
have,
Let him
Oh
ask the
God.
question.
and we don't have to
Just
fight
I
about
drop
it.
Kinney now. I
If
just
you are
drop
not
it.
reasoning with
Let
me,
me just
we
drop
don't
this.
have to fight.
Greatness,
It's your
Yeah,
opinion
go on,
on
greatness,
Sholake,
something.
go on.
greatness.
In a
Mr. Sholake,
Eh,
professional setting.
you said something. You said something. You said something that if there's anything you want to believe, it's the doctor. Am I right?
I mean, you understand question. If there is anything, what?
If we want to believe, no more narration, no more anything. If there's anybody wants to believe, it's the doctor.
About
The
what do you want to
Abbott.
believe the doctor?
Now let me just break it down. You
Okay.
said that the doctor said the guy was brought in dead. Are we right?
I did not say that. I
Okay.
said,
Now you want to believe the professionals. Okay, you didn't say that. Do you want to believe the professionals? The doctor said he was brought in dead. In as much
okay,
between me and you now, we should believe the
okay,
professionals. We are not adding anything up here now. I'm just trying to pick that point. Now,
okay.
he was brought in dead, and there's the rigor have set in already. Second stage, which you also accepted that he must have been dead for the past. It doesn't put the hours more than 4 hours. Now, if somebody is dead more than 4 hours, as far as you believe a professional, between me and you now, somebody is being dead for the past 4 hours, brought into your hospital, and you said it in public under oath, which between me and you believe